Monday, Grand Theft Auto.
Oh, hell yeah. Here we go. Here we go. And then it eats shit, dude. Immediately. Huh. You guys don't want to hang out in this game?
Tuesday, Lamplight City.
Boom. Oh, look at that. Oh, what the fuck, dude?
Dear God. This does not look good.
What the fuck, dude? Wow, indeed, Neptune.
This right away.
Wednesday, Deathloop. Thursday, Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Dr. Gray's dead? Maya shot him? What? Dr. Gray?
Friday, The Witcher 3.
Oh yeah, he must be a button. Those guys are below me. Let's go ahead and get all these guys real quick. You say I'll diddle you with your own dingling? Is that what you just said to me, dude? Are you kidding me?
Monday, Grand Theft Auto.
Oh, hell yeah. Here we go. Here we go. And then it eats shit, dude. Immediately. Huh. You guys don't want to hang out in this game?
Tuesday, Lamplight City.
Boom. Oh, look at that. Oh, what the fuck, dude?
Dear God. This does not look good.
What the fuck, dude? Wow, indeed, Neptune.
This right away.
Wednesday, Deathloop. Thursday, Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Dr. Gray's dead? Maya shot him? What? Dr. Gray?
Friday, The Witcher 3.
Oh yeah, he must be a button. Those guys are below me. Let's go ahead and get all these guys real quick. You say I'll diddle you?
Hey,
with
what's
your
up,
own
everybody?
dingling? Is that what you
Still
just
getting
said
set
to
up
me,
here.
dude?
Give me just another
Are you
minute, and
kidding
we'll
me?
be good to go. But yeah, what's up, Crispy, Noah, Cody? What's up, man? Thanks for coming by, everybody. We'll be going in just a moment.
Monday, Grand Theft Auto.
Oh, hell yeah. Here we go. Here we go. And then it eats shit, dude. Immediately. Huh. You guys don't want to hang out in this game?
Tuesday, Lamplight City.
Boom. Oh, look at that. Oh, what the fuck, dude?
Dear God. This does not look good.
What the fuck, dude? Wow, indeed, Neptune.
This right away.
All right,
Wednesday,
let's do this thing.
Deathloop.
What's up, everybody? Oh, my hair's not fitting in the cam today. Let me angle up a little bit, get a little more of that hair in there. There you go. All right. Happy Thursday, everyone. We're almost at the end of the week already. So if you guys are back to work this week, well, we're almost at the weekend, so no worries there. What's up? Hey, Cody, I just want to give you a shout out, man. Thanks for coming by. I really appreciate it, dude. I was lurking on your stream last night when you were playing some San Andreas. But yeah, I hope you're having a good one, man. Same with you, Crispy. You're right on time. I love the pun. Hell yeah. And Noah, as always, love you, buddy. Thanks for being here, dude. You guys ready for some more Phoenix Wright? I know I am. This is like the highlight to my week, to be honest. Not that I dislike any of the other games that I stream, I just fucking love this game. So here we go. So last time on Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, where we are at is we are in the second investigative stage here. So let me give you we're just going to go back from the very beginning of this case and then come all the way up as far as I can remember where we're at. So it's a fan and streamer favorite. Absolutely. Yeah, it is a fan favorite, I'd say. I think you guys like it a lot for sure. Definitely met a lot of cool friends and everything playing this game too. A lot of people seem to be big fans of this game. And yeah, so we've met a lot of people. So yeah, the beginning of this, we started out where Phoenix was at a circus with Maya, and they were having a lovely time watching this guy called Maximilian Galactica, who is a magician, and he's very famous. And then the next day, turns out somebody died at the circus, and it was the ringmaster actually died, and the person who was deemed guilty of that was none other than Maximilian Galactica. The main reason why he was determined to be the prime suspect, or really they just kind of pointed the finger at him, is because there was only one set of footprints. And it was only the ringmaster's footprints, and Maximilian Galactica's hat, his signature custom-made hat, was at the scene of the crime. It was like the only thing that was there. So, that's what they thought it was him. So he becomes our client, obviously, because Maya really wants us to represent him because Maya loves Maximilian Galactica. So we start investigating. We meet Regina, which is the daughter to the ringmaster who died. She is the animal tamer in the circus. She's a very sweet girl, but she doesn't seem to be broken up about her dad dying. And she even said one thing about seeing her dad later. So it's like she doesn't even like know that he's dead, or she doesn't actually believe that he is dead, which I don't know, could have implications. Anyway, so we met Regina. We also have met Ben, the ventriloquist, and his little puppet named Trillo. Dom, yeah, there you go. Absolutely, Cody. Yeah, for these games, I like to cosplay a little bit, so this is my best Phoenix that I could put together, so this is how I play this game. So yeah, we met Ben and Trillo. Ben's a really shy guy, but Trillo, his puppet, is very obnoxious. We found out that Trillo is in love with Regina, the girl I was just talking about, the ringmaster's daughter, and Trillo has been trying to propose to her, essentially, with this ring, because he loves her so much. And Regina actually is kind of into that, just by the way. Anyways, then we also met Mo, who's the room that we're in right now. Mo is the clown that's on that image in the back of the room right there. Mo's a clown who can't quite make people laugh. He's kind of even, I think he's even mentioned thinking about like switching careers or something because people just don't laugh at his jokes, so only he laughs at his jokes. But Mo is one of the prime witnesses to the crime because he claimed to have seen the crime happen, but really he saw just the aftermath of the crime, and he saw like a silhouette of Max and stuff like that. We can get more into those details when we get into the game. But anyways, main thing is he's a prime witness to the whole thing. Let's see, we've also met what's his name? Dingaling? I think is what his name was. He's the acrobat. We just call him Acro for the most part. But yeah, we've met the acrobat. The acrobat is he's disabled, right? He something happened like 6 months ago, some accident that made him lose the use of his legs. So he's in a wheelchair now. And but he loves the ringmaster, so the ringmaster changed his life and really did a lot for him and stuff like that. But there is this mysterious thing about his accident that he won't tell us about, and so we have to get clues in order to get him to open up about that. So there is that with the acrobat. The acrobat is also sort of a witness because the acrobat claims to have seen Maximilian Galactica like float away like past his window because he's on the second floor. So there's that. And have we met anybody else? I think that's all the people we've met at the circus. Yeah, I think so. So, other things that have happened, though, is some of the things we've learned is that on the day of the murder, Max was in the room with the ringmaster. In the ringmaster's room. I'm sorry, they were in the ringmaster's office. Max and the ringmaster. And really, what was happening was Max was trying to ask for the ringmaster's approval to marry his daughter, Regina, because Max also loves Regina. Bit of a love triangle there. I would commit a crime right now for you to represent me, not gonna lie. Thank you, Cody. I don't know that I'm the best defense attorney, but Phoenix sure is, so I appreciate that, Cody. But yeah, so that's one other thing that's kind of suspicious about Max, but it's also kind of gives him a little bit of kind of like an alibi because that's like where he was. He shouldn't have been anywhere near it, but we can't prove that he was in there, so it's not really an alibi. That's where Max claims to have been when the murder happened. We can place Ben and Trillo at the front door to the circus. They were sitting there waiting for Regina to walk by so that he could propose to her. They claim to have seen Maximilian Galactica and said hi to him, but then it turns out that they didn't say hi to Max. It was actually, I think they thought they saw the ringmaster walk by, so they said hey to him. That all came out in our cross-examination. And let's see, who else can we place? I think that's all the people where we know they were at during the crime. But I will say that we also found some more evidence just before it ended last week's stream, where we found that there was a note placed on the bulletin board of the break room or the cafeteria that was for a murderer. It said, "Murderer, I know what happened," or whatever. "Meet me here at 10 p.m." And the here that he was telling to meet at was the location that the ringmaster died. So the ringmaster is essentially the murderer that was being addressed in that note, and he went to the spot at the time and died. So we're thinking that whoever murdered him was the one who wrote the note. One interesting thing about the note is that Regina said that she was bringing breakfast to Acro, the acrobat, up into his room, and then on her way back to the cafeteria, she found the note in her pocket. So it seems that the acrobat put the note in her pocket. And she said she didn't know what to do with the note, so she just put it on the bulletin board, because she's kind of an airhead, so I don't think she realized that it was a note intended for a murderer. So we have that piece of evidence that's very interesting, and we're not quite sure how it fits into all of this. But we also know that some time ago, a lion was murdered in the circus. I mean, we say murdered, but they I think they put it a different way. I think that's us, the audience, and us in my stream. We all kind of consider it a murder. And because they killed the lion for some reason, and we don't know why. And we're thinking that the murder that the person was accusing the ringmaster of was the lion. That's the kind of the going theory that we've been talking about. And oh, hey, look who's raiding in.
Warning. Raiding.
Welcome in, everybody. DTM is raiding in with a party of 8. How's it going, everybody?
Awesome. And higher.
I was just going over last week.
Welcome, Raiders.
The British are coming. Yeah, exactly. No. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you for that raid. Dan, I really appreciate you, dude. I hope the rest of your stream was great. I'm sure I only missed like 10 minutes of it, but I hope it was fantastic. But yeah, I was just going over what we were talking about last week, and I think I've pretty much covered just about everything that we had. Let's look at the court record real quick. Oh yeah, there was one other thing. This broken bottle. So we found out that the morning of the murder, Max was mad at Ben and hit Ben over the head with a bottle, and I maybe even knocked him out. I'm not sure exactly what the result was, but he was just mad at Ben, and I think it's like a bit of a fight over Regina, because they both love Regina. Hey, and there's Aaron with the Domm Ross emote. Hell yeah, dude. The British are coming. Hide the tea. Oh, my tea is already well hidden, Brett. But yeah, welcome in, everybody. Thanks for bringing everybody over, Dan. And the last thing that we did last week was we got this shiny stage costume. Oh, because there was one other person to introduce you guys to. We have Money the Monkey. Money the Monkey is a part of the circus as well, and he likes to grab shiny things. He gathers shiny things and brings them to Acro's room. So he's been a piece of evidence more than anything. Yeah, but profiles-wise, okay, so here's Maximilian Galactica. This is how I should have done it. So next time I'll try to remember to do that, to go through the profiles. That's Maximilian. He's our defendant. He's the one that's being accused of murder. This is Ben. He's the ventriloquist with the very obnoxious puppet. It's Dick Gumshoe. He's a regular character. Francesca Von Karma is the prosecutor. Regina, that is the daughter of the person who runs the circus. She's kind of suspicious, but just kind of airheaded. So I can't tell if she's just like too stupid to understand what's going on, or if she's actually like the murderer. You know what I mean? We're not quite sure. A lot of people have already guessed her, though. Then here's Russell Barry. He's actually the victim, was the father of Regina, and he was found dead. And then we have Mo, the clown. Talked to you about him a minute ago. And then this is a Ken Dingling, or we call him Dingaling, and he's the acrobat. So there you go. He is paralyzed from the waist down, I think. So right now, what our current thing that we need to do is we need to go to where Regina is and give her her shiny vest that we ended up, I think we had to like fight the monkey to get it away from him. I think that's the last thing like we literally did before we left. But there we go. And if anybody else would like a more of a recap, I can definitely try it again. But if we're good, we're going to go ahead and go into the circus building. Yeah, there's good old Ben. Going into the big top. present her with her shiny vest. Here you go, Regina. Yay, thank you. You really got it back for me. Don't mention it. I love you, Mr. Attorney. Oh, it's nothing. No wonder guys melt the mush in front of this girl. Hey, Regina. That costume is yours, right? I tried it on, but it didn't fit me. Huh? This costume? This isn't mine. It was Leon's. Oh, it goes on. Leon was the lion, though, right? That's interesting. Why did the lion have a vest? Interesting. Uh-oh, one sec, guys. I guess my voice mod just messed up. Give me a moment. Is it still working? Is it still working? I think it's still working. Okay, that was weird. Can you recap from the beginning? I'm joking. Yeah, I hope you're joking, Crispy. You've been here since the beginning, and I literally did that. Oh, hey, Cody started a hell yeah combo. If anybody wants to give another hell yeah, go for it. Leon's? You know, the line she told us about. Oh, the one that someone killed. Okay, so we gave that to her. Now we can talk to her about Leon. Leon, he was killed, wasn't he? That's right. My dad killed him. Why? Well, Leon did something really bad during practice. During practice? Leon was sitting down, and then he opened his mouth. You know, ah. Usually, when he did that, I would put my head into his mouth. Wait, you put your head into the lion's mouth? I sure did. The people in the crowd always loved seeing me do that. They'd always start screaming. You're sure they were screaming because they loved seeing you do that? Anyways, what was the bad thing? Oh, there we go.
What?
Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. Hell yes. I like that. It's not the lion's fault. It's the owner. Right? Yeah. I'm really wondering what this bad thing is. Let's find out, huh? Oh, yeah. Leon bit someone during that practice. Regina, everything was all right, though, right? No, it wasn't all right. That was the problem. My dad was incredibly angry. And that's when Leon... Yeah, that's when he became a star in the sky. Poor thing. Leon added to the court record. We still don't know exactly when that happened, right? Alright, let's see. So, did Leon bite the acrobat guy or something? You think that has to do it? Because the acrobat doesn't tell us how he got hurt. So I wonder if the accident was that Leon, like, attacked him or something. That would be weird. So she won't talk to us about anything else there, huh? Okay, so what if I present her with Leon then? Did she say anything there? Nah, she just says the same shit. Okay, so where do we go from here then? I'm not up to date on everything that we found out. Let's try going to the cafeteria real quick. Okay, he's got a lock. But I don't remember what the trigger is for it, so let's go ahead and save here. And we'll go ahead and enter the whole lock sequence, and we'll see what we need. What do we have to prove to unlock that? Two locks, huh? Let's see what we can do with this. Get over it. Mo, please tell us what happened 6 months ago. What in the world went on at this circus? Okay. There's no need to look so scary when you ask me. Hey, look over there! Some juicy burgers! Let's eat instead! Unfortunately, I'm more of a grilled chicken sandwich man myself. Actually, I've kind of got an idea of what happened back then. Mo, you said something about an accident? This wouldn't happen to be the cause of that accident, would it? I'm gonna try Leon. I heard a little bit about it from Regina. Leon made a mistake during a practice, right? How did you... Oh yeah, there goes one of them. I told him so many times. You shouldn't be doing such dangerous acts. Like putting her head inside Leon's mouth, right? Yeah, but Regina believed in Leon. She believed so strongly that the ringmaster went along. He never could say no to her. Out of curiosity, who was bitten? Come on, Mo. Don't clam up on me now. Who did Leon bite on the head? Well, I promised I wouldn't say anything. You promised? He's involved in this too. He's involved, huh? Mo must be talking about... Mo, is this the person you promised you wouldn't say anything? Oh shit. Who would it be? He's involved in it too. I feel like it might be Acro because he's injured. Seriously injured both legs while training 6 months ago. Because it would either be him or maybe I would think of Max being a part of it somehow. But I don't know. Let's try. I think Acro. I'm gonna try Acro. It must have been Acro, right? How'd you know? Don't worry about that, Mo. Getting to the bottom of this accident may help solve what happened to the ringmaster. No. No way. I need to know the truth about what happened to Russell. Please tell me what you know. I'm sorry, Acro. Bam, got him. Can't keep anything from me. Spinal injury must have been, huh, right? Maybe he stuck his legs in Leon's mouth. I don't know, because we were talking about sticking your head in his mouth and that being the trick, but maybe it just had something similar to do with that or something. All right, let's see. Let's see what Mo says. It's just like you said. You know, the accident. Did someone die? No, but would have probably been better if he had. What? How would that have been better? He's still alive. But when he got bit, he suffered massive brain damage. He'll never recover from the coma that he's in. Coma? All he does now is lie in his bed at the hospital. And that's all he's ever gonna be able to do. I see. How is he related to Acro? He's his brother. Huh? The person who got bit was Acro's brother. Brother? They were an acrobat team of brothers, Acro and Bat. Cute nicknames, I thought. Anyways, they were an incredible team, cut down together in their prime. Oh, interesting. But his neck, could have been bitten. Yeah, for the spinal injury is what you're thinking? Who is Acro's younger brother? Sean Dingling, but everyone always calls him Bat. He fell in love with Regina. Trying to win her love was his downfall. Oh my god, Regina's the entire reason this whole fucking circus is fucked up. Everyone just loves Regina. Everyone seems to fall in love with Regina. 6 months ago, while we were practicing, all of a sudden Bat blurts out, "Let me perform with Leon." Why'd he do that? I don't know, but that's what caused the accident. Oh god. I'll never forget that moment. It was so strange. Leon had the weirdest look on his face. He was smiling. He? You mean Leon? Yes, Leon. When he bit down, he was smiling. Oh, jeez. Some sick grin. No way! That's impossible! A smirking lion. A flying murderer. Why does it seem that it's always Mo who catches all these incredible events?
Nick? Can lions smile?
Turns out Regina is actually a man. Ominous red screen, right? Yeah. You can just imagine what happened, Noah. Too graphic for the kids. We never told the police about the incident. The circus would have been shut down if we had. The next day, the ringmaster took Leon out and shot him with a rifle.
So that's what really happened.
Well, you guys were so serious. What was I supposed to do? I had to tell you. But all this truthfulness has put me in a mood for a burger. Here, you two have some pepper. Shaka, 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 shaka. There he goes again, acting like his normal crazy self.
Achoo! Achoo!
Nice! What a wonderful sneeze.
Huh? You really think so?
You sneeze with pepper and slip on a banana peel. That's basic clownsmanship. Girly, I know you gotta understand that.
Nick, I think I'd make a good clown.
Other than Regina, I've never seen a cuter sneezer.
Does Regina sneeze with pepper too?
She does. Bat would always tease her with pepper.
Bat?
From my point of view, those two always look so perfect together.
They look perfect together, huh?
You think they used pepper to make the lion snap his jaws shut? Like it was like pepper that made him like, it was like the cat was sneezing, you know, the lion, and just bit down. I just wonder, because pepper was also found in it was the only thing that was in the wooden box that the victim was laying on top of, was a little shaker of pepper. So I think that was a big clue right there. The fact that Bat used to fuck with Regina with pepper. I think that's going to be a big thing. Do you think Mo listens to ICP? Maybe, dude. You think he's a juggalo? Maybe. What is a juggalo? I don't know. I'd be sad about the lion being killed, even if I was the one that got bitten. He didn't deserve that. Oh yeah, I agree with you for sure. It's basically like you just shouldn't be doing tricks like that with large animals like that. I don't think we have anything else to talk about, right? Oh shit. No, we're good. I think we're ready to go talk to Acro now. So let's move over to his place. Let me see, is there anything to talk to Regina about now that we know that stuff? No. I doubt that Ben's got anything. Ben's worthless. Ben can barely look you in the face. Crispy, is that a Franklin the turtle emote? Hell yeah. Oh, man. Charmander Franklin. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's like, it can't really be Franklin because Franklin was green. But it's probably Franklin's like face, but they just colored it orange to be like Charmander, I guess. That's pretty funny. Hey, it's Franklin. Come into my house. Used to watch that show when I was a kid. Ah, Mr. Wright. Back again, I see.
Well, he did say I'll be back. Wait, or was that someone else?
Sorry, my filter's not working today. It's not giving me the feedback it normally does. Like, what is going on here? I'm sorry, 1 second, guys. My inner voice filter is just, like, really not working very well today. I don't know why. Like, now it's just totally locked up. Alright, 1 sec. Let me just restart voice mod. I don't know why it's been such garbage lately, but it really has. No, I didn't want to open that Windows. Come on. Hey, come on, voice mod. God damn. What a pile of garbage. 1 sec. Voice mod. Okay, I don't. Okay, yeah, you guys can't hear me. It's taking forever to load. Sorry, guys. God, voice mod has become a pile of garbage. Like, it's just sitting here on a gray screen now. Does the button at least work? Okay, the buttons seem to be working much better now. Okay, that's all I care about. Hopefully it's not lying to me, I guess, on the filter, but it seems to be much more responsive now. Alright, let's see. I love that show, hell yeah. I barely remember it. I was a Little Bear kid growing up. Oh yeah, I watched some Little Bear. Yeah, I guess was Little Bear the thing that kind of ended up replacing Franklin, maybe? Because I know you're a little bit younger than me, Noah, so I may have been watching during sort of the transition, because I watched Little Bear and Franklin. Wasn't he in the show? Arthur. Oh, Arthur, there you go. Yeah, was Little Bear in the show? Was he in Franklin? I felt like it was like at least the same art style, if they weren't in the same show. Here's at least we have Dingling to look at. Yeah, Dingling's an interesting guy to look at, right? Hell yeah. Yeah, I remember Arthur. Arthur used to be my shit for sure. We're back because Acro's hiding why his legs were injured. He was hurt in the accident 6 months ago. It would seem that he knows that we know. Well, well, it seems you've got things you want to talk about, so fire away. Yeah, I guess we need to... I'm gonna save first. And then I want to try presenting Leon to him. What does he say to that?
What do you think of this?
I'm sorry, but in my present physical condition, I don't really know much about what's going on outside of this room. Alright, that's just like a default response. Let's just skip past that. We need to present the Magatama. How old, Noah? I thought Little Bear was its own show. Yeah, I think it was its own show. It's just, I don't know if their universes were connected, Vince. I think at least that's what I was thinking Crispy meant by that. Maybe they were part of the same universe, but it was just like whose perspective the show is being told from. I don't remember. I remember them being two separate shows when I was a kid, that's for sure. But also, what's up, Vince? It's the first thing you said tonight. And he said, right, this British teapot's going to bed. Speak to you guys tomorrow. Much love, all. Sounds good, Aaron. Have a good night, man. Thanks for hanging out. About the wheelchair. I have to ask you, how are you injured? I'm sorry, I thought we talked about this. It was an accident that happened during practice. An accident during practice? Yes, unfortunately acrobats are prone to all sorts of injuries. He's lying. If that were the real case, he'd have no reason to keep it a secret. Acro, are you really telling me that a practice accident was the cause of your injury? I guess we'll present Leon here. Honestly, I have no idea. I don't feel like that's going to be a strong one, but that's why we saved, right? Leon. 6 months ago, you were attacked by the lion. That's when you were injured. Oh, we got one of them! I know I'm on the right track. I just need to keep going. You were saying that I was attacked by a lion? That's what I'm saying. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright, but I'm an acrobat. I'm no animal tamer. If a lion was coming at me, I'd be running for the exit. Okay, maybe attacked is not the best word to be using. So let me rephrase that as battled the lion. You seem to enjoy telling jokes. Why would I decide to battle a lion? Because you had to fight it. You had to fight it to save someone. Your brother. Bat. Bat. It was a shame what happened to your brother 6 months ago. You tried to save him, didn't you? And that's how you got the terrible injury. Boom! Mo. He must have told you. Yes, we learned about Bat from Mo. But he didn't mention anything about you in regards to the accident. I suppose it was just a slip of the tongue on his part. That's how I figured it out. A slip of the tongue? Anyways, they were an incredible team, cut down together in their prime. Cut down together. That was where he slipped, and that's how I figured it out. You two ended up at the center of the same accident together, like always. I see. But an accident is an accident, and it wasn't anyone's fault. I still haven't broken Acro's last cycle. Must be one incredibly deep-seated secret. It wasn't anyone's fault. Do you care to explain more? Oh, Crispy, take back! Hell yeah. There you go. Try Leon and Pepper. Yeah, it has to make sense for what we're trying to prove, though. I don't know if that's what you're saying for the first one. Sorry, I just got your message late. We already figured it out. There was a bear in Franklin that looked the same. Oh, is that what we're thinking of, Crispy? Okay. It wasn't actually Little Bear. He was actually part of a different universe. There was just also a bear in Franklin. Okay. It'd be cool if they were, like, linked, I guess. It's like the MCU for children's shows. Acro, I know you were still hiding something from me. Maybe someone you don't seem to like much is the reason you're being evasive. Maybe someone you don't seem to like much is the reason you're being evasive. Someone you don't seem to like much. Would he not like Regina? I don't know that he's... Man, I don't remember everything he said last week, so him just not liking someone is not something I remember. I would think maybe Regina, he might blame her because Bat was so infatuated with her, and that seems to have gotten him into the situation where he got injured. Nobody likes the Ringmaster. That's not true with Acro, though, because I do remember Acro gushing about the Ringmaster last week. So I don't know if you're just joking around, Crispy, or what, but I'm pretty sure he loved the Ringmaster. Nobody likes Maximilian, though. He killed Leon, but no one's expressed that they don't like him for that, Crispy. Wasn't there a love triangle or something? Yeah, there's actually, like, Bat's another part of the love triangle. Acro's not a part of that love triangle, though. We have to think about what Acro would think, you know what I mean? And he's like, specifically said that he loves the Ringmaster because the Ringmaster changed his life and, you know, made him feel successful. I'm not joking. Oh, sorry, Crispy. I just disagree because of what Acro said. You could be right. I remember specifically, that's one thing I remember Acro saying last time was that he loved the Ringmaster. But everybody hates Max. But yeah, he could be being evasive because he wants Max to be guilty, I guess, or something. I'm not sure. I don't really know why Acro would be acting that way. I don't know. I'm gonna try Max first, but we could definitely try Russell, the Ringmaster. I'll try him for you, Crispy, but I feel like the only person that everybody really hates is Max, because he's easy to hate. You know? Okay, just saying what I think. Oh yeah, and you please say what you think, Crispy. I'm sorry if I'm being an asshole. I don't mean to be an asshole. I'm just trying to tell you what I remember, and it's refuting what you're saying. That's all. I'm not saying that they don't have a reason to hate the Ringmaster. I'm not disagreeing with you there. Please don't think that that's what I'm saying. What I'm trying to say is that Acro says he loves the Ringmaster, which could just be more suspicion. He could be trying to throw suspicion off himself, right? By saying that. Because why would you kill him if you loved him so much or whatever, you know what I mean? But we just don't have any evidence that he didn't like the Ringmaster, and that's usually not how this game works. I mean, sometimes it is, I guess. Sometimes I don't know why the fuck we have to choose the thing we choose. So... But yeah, sorry, I did not mean to come off as an asshole. I feel like maybe I did, so I'm sorry, Kim. I did not mean to just throw your opinion away there. But we're gonna try Max. It definitely wasn't Max. No, you're not being an asshole. I'm just putting myself in his position. Sorry, I like Leon. No, why are you sorry you like Leon, Crispy? I don't know. I feel like I'm just like losing this year. Like, it's not like I don't like Leon. I don't know what you're trying to insinuate here. My guess is Regina, but I have no real evidence for it. I know, I totally get what you're feeling there, Noah, because I could see him not liking Regina because of the whole bat thing, right? But also, like, to what Crispy was saying, Acro's never said anything about loving Leon. you know, so I don't see why that would make him hate Russell. If you're trying to put yourself in his shoes, he's just never given us a reason to think that he's like such an animal lover that he would be mad, I guess, you know? He's probably more mad about his brother basically being dead, you know? That's where his motivations are probably coming from. So let's try Regina next, and then we'll load back in if this doesn't work. It was Regina. There you go. Regina. You always seem calm and collected until you start talking about her. Yeah, see, I don't remember that. That was something that happened last week. I guess I don't remember that. That's why I like to come to good stopping points. Saying things like she is cruel. Well done, Mr. Attorney. You've got quite a set of eagle eyes. You know, her tiger tried to attack me. Regent tried to attack you? Twice. He wasn't serious, I'm sure. You're not trying to insinuate that I believed she spurred on Leon to attack Bat, are you? Leon was never taught a command to attack people. Regina isn't capable of doing anything like that. Besides, Regina had no reason to want to hurt my little brother. Regina and Bat were such good friends back then. But you still hate Regina. I've got proof of it. What? What are you talking about? Oh, maybe I overdid it again. But if I can hand something over to Acro, maybe it'll... Here's proof that you had it out for Regina all along. Oh shit, we have proof of that? Oh, fuck. Probably because he put they put the note in her pocket? That's the only thing I can think of to connect him and Regina. Oh. Oh, it's a tiger. I'm dumb as fuck. I even had the image of the tiger in my head. Oh, no, it was a lion. Yeah, they're talking about two separate things, Kim. We have Leon the lion, which is who you're talking about. It was a lion. You're totally correct right there. But the animal that is currently alive right now that Regina works with is Regent the tiger. So, yeah, you're not dumb. You're all good. No big deal there. I think it's going to be the note. Let me look around a little bit more. Pepper would be way too far of a stretch to try to make a connection using that. I don't think we have anything else really besides the note, because he put it in her pocket. And right here it says found in Regina's pocket on the morning of crime. I wonder why they said morning of crime instead of the crime. It seems a little bit weird, right? Alright, let's try the note, I guess. Here we go. Yes, the music stopped. This. Where did you get it? Regina posted it on the bulletin board in the cafeteria. Before that, it was in her pocket. I guess I noticed it was in there right around breakfast time. I always take Acro his breakfast in the morning. You wrote this, and then you put it in her pocket. That's right, isn't it? That's right. Well done, Mr. Right. Hell yeah, that's why they call me Mr. Right. Unlock successful! We didn't even have to reload, hell yeah! Because I wonder if is he lying about the wheelchair? I don't know, let's see. My legs were injured by Leon 6 months ago. Watch him stand up from his chair. That's exactly what I was thinking, Noah. He's just been faking it the whole time, trying to get his revenge somehow. My younger brother, Bat, had a dare with Regina. A dare? Well, my voice really got me there. Woo! An absurd dare. If I can put my head inside Leon's mouth, like you do, you have to go to the movies with me on a date. That's insane! Didn't he know how dangerous that is? We all thought he was being stupid, too. But that lion was very old to begin with. And age brought with it countless experience in doing that very trick. Unfortunately, this particular time, I guess Leon wasn't ready or willing. And that's when the accident happened. He just wanted to take her out, to the movies. Poor Bat. When Leon chomped down, I jumped towards him. Then Leon attacked me, and that's how I ended up. What about Bat? He's still in a coma. I went to the hospital yesterday to visit him.
I see.
I'm still waiting for him to open his eyes again. So here's a little thought that I just had. I wonder if we're equating murder to Bat being in a coma. Regina's 16 holds. Bat's like a real young dude, man. Let's not worry about that. Check him out. It's his younger brother. He's age 22. Not too bad. 16, 22. Not bad. I'll allow it. Seems like a nice young man, that Bat. I'm thinking perhaps, maybe someone, maybe the ringmaster, maybe somebody else, didn't like the idea of Bat getting so close to Regina, and so maybe they used a little pepper to make Leon sneeze or whatever and close his jaws. I'm wondering if that's what it is. I guess. Oh, no, you don't like that age difference? That cool with you, Noah? How about you just hold your horses there, buddy? There's a lot steeper differences in ages out there. You must be mad about everybody around you then, if you're not okay with that. Noah should be walking in those hands. Should be walking in those hands. What do you mean? Just the minor thing. Oh, it's just because she's 16. He's taking her out on a date, man. Come on, relax, Noah. Old man Noah. Oh, I don't like the kids these days. They shouldn't date until they're frickin' 30. It's just a date. I guess consent to 16. They're not having sex, Noah. He just wanted to take her to the movies, dude. Why are you jumping straight into like, oh, yeah, they're totally gonna bang, dude. That's all Bat wants. Like, dude, he's asking her on a freaking date. It's not like Trillo who's trying to propose to her, man. He's a puppet. How about we focus more on that than the 22-year-old trying to ask the 16-year-old to the movies? Come on, dude. With those hands. Why should be with those hands? I'm so confused. I'm sorry. What are you trying to say, Crispy? Remaster wants Regina all to himself. Maybe. Yeah, I mean, getting weird. Maybe he loves her too. I mean, it is his daughter, but I mean, hopefully it's just the, dad-daughter love. All right, anyways, what are we doing? I was just looking at his age, right? I'm still waiting for him to open his eyes again. And that's the reason why I keep going. All right, Regina and Bat. Bat and Regina. They were such great friends. Oh, yeah. I wanted you to take a look at this. What is it? This is the scarf my brother was wearing when Leon attacked him.
Gross. It's covered in blood.
The scarf. And it was a present from Regina to my brother on the day of the accident. That seems suspicious. When he did it, he looked like he was smiling.
He?
Leon, obviously. Sorry about that.
Oh!
When he bit down on Bat's head, the expression on Leon's face looked like a grin.
Nick!
I know, most of the same thing.
What do you think it all means?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. What does it mean, though? I'll be taking that scarf, if you don't mind. I knew it was going to be her. Miss Von Karma? I've already heard everything, so hand over the scarf.
But the scarf is evidence in the trial.
That is for me to decide. I think we should begin our preparations now, Acro. I feel like it wouldn't be just her to decide, though. The prosecution doesn't just get to decide, right? Doesn't the defense also get to decide? I mean, come on. You should walk with those hands. The acrobat, the joke is gone. Oh, are you trying to say you should do acrobat stuff with his hands? I'm sorry. I guess I just didn't get the joke, Crispy. I still don't get it. I'm sorry. I'm just too dense, I guess. I appreciate you trying, but sometimes, yeah, it just goes right over my head. That's supposed to be like a trait of evidence and approval, right? Yeah, it's like, isn't there like a phase like called discovery or something where everybody agrees to what is being presented as evidence or something? It's not just Von Karma can come up and be like, no, that's mine. You know? But hey, whatever. It's an anime. Preparations? Oh, so she's now going to prep the witness or whatever, which is also illegal, right? I've served a summons to Acro to appear in court tomorrow as a witness. Acro, we'll talk more about at the prosecutor's office.
Acro? A witness?
Come, Acro. Let's go to the office. Yes, ma'am.
Now what do we do, Nick? How are we going to handle tomorrow?
Don't worry about it. I'll figure something out.
Look at you, all full of confidence. You must have found something you can use.
This is all beginning to come together now. Yeah, I'm feeling that a little bit. I feel like we maybe need a few more pieces of information that we're not going to get now. He's in a wheelchair and his legs are injured and he's an acrobat and he should use his hands to walk. Well, it's not just walking with acrobatics already uses your hands a lot. I guess that's why I don't get the joke, I guess. Because it's not like acrobats only use their feet, right? In fact, a lot of times isn't it that they're using their hands to swing around on poles and stuff and their feet are like the thing that they don't use anyways? But I guess you're just saying that instead of using the wheelchair, he should just use his hands to walk around? Okay, I don't know. I guess I just don't think it's funny. I'm sorry, Kim. I'm sorry. But it's probably just the timing or whatever. Like you said, the joke's gone. When you have to explain a joke, it definitely loses its funniness, right? December 30th, 9:41 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 5.
Good morning, Max.
Oh, yeah. Good morning, sweeties. You don't seem like your usual sparkling self today. I'm always like this before I go in front of an audience. I'm working up to it. Who's tee-heeing? Oh, it's Regina.
Don't get nervous, Maxie. Here, have a glass of milk. Regina!
How fabulous! My sweetie pie princess. You came to watch my performance today?
Of course I did. Mo told me that I should come and watch this.
Mo said that?
So what kind of performance will you put on today? Let me guess, you'll fly at the end?
It's not that kind of show. Isn't that right, my sweeties?
Huh?
I think my sweetie pie princess doesn't... Yeah, she doesn't seem to realize what's going on. Or even where she is.
Well, Max, it looks like it's time to raise the curtain. I'll see you later. Today I'm just a member of the audience.
Fabulous. Enjoy yourself out there.
Good luck, Max. You're the best. Regina's different, don't you think, Nick?
Top of the morning to you. Everybody, let's get ready to get stuck in legal limbo. How long can you go? Or how low can you go?
Nice. No, not the milk. It could be poisoned. Yeah, it could be. She poisoned him right there at the end there. That's funny. Just trying to kill him before he actually gets not guilty, I guess.
Mo. Top of the morning to you, governor.
Top of the morning?
That's the ticket. Attack of the day starts with energy in the morning. The early bird gets the worm, but then again, worms lack higher brain function. Here, Max, I brought you a present. Have some milk.
Oh my, thanks.
So how are you today, right?
Well, I've got the feeling that today I'm going to face off against the real culprit. Or against the real culprit.
You mean Acro?
Huh? You think he did it?
Be careful. He's used to putting his life on the line, literally. He's got guts to spare.
If all I've got to worry about is how thin the tightrope is, I'm used to it already. It just means that I won't be able to press him like I can other witnesses.
What are you going to do then, Nick?
I guess today we'll just have to do without our usual psychological warfare. Today, we rely on evidence. It's the only way we'll get past Acro and into the truth.
You're right, but it's gonna be tough.
Anyways, I want you to make sure that Regina sees it all today. It's important. Then she'll finally have to deal with the reality of what happened to her father.
You want us to make sure Regina watches?
Yes, that's why I brought her here to court today.
What's that supposed to mean?
She needs to know that when people die, they don't just become stars. I may be old-fashioned clown, but I don't believe in people becoming stars.
You lactose intolerant or something? Gonna need to run out of the hearing to use the bathroom? Yeah, maybe, Crispy. Maybe, I'm not sure. They both gave him milk. Isn't that weird? That must mean something. Something must happen because of the milk, right? That's so weird. Mo with the deep cuts. Yeah, dude, Mo's getting serious all of a sudden, dude. At least he seems to be on our side. I mean, I guess. maybe he's on his own side. He's true neutral.
The court is now in session for the trial of Maximilian Galactica.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Very well. Miss Von Karma, you may proceed with your case.
The prosecution would like to revise its previous theory of events.
What's the meaning of this?
We have discovered a new witness, or shall I say, a new eyewitness. One that saw Maximilian Galactica fly off from the scene of the crime.
Order, order! I had a feeling something like this would come up.
Due to this revision, we are now prepared to explain how the defendant flew that night. An explanation the prosecution will present if the need so arises. In fact, my detective stayed up all night creating a mock-up of the scene. On my orders.
Poor Gumshoe. I guess you know it was Gumshoe, dude. Very well. Please call your witness to the stand.
Time to get to work, or shall I say, time to walk the courtroom tightly.
Is this the boss battle, guys? It might be. True neutral is such an underrated alignment. It's a very hard alignment to also, like, play out. You know what I mean? I feel like sometimes I've seen people try, and I don't have very much experience seeing people, but I feel like sometimes it ends up being, like, not actually neutral. You know what I mean? They end up like either being a bad guy or a good guy. They can end up leaning a different way. True neutral, I feel like, is one of those. It's underrated and it's kind of difficult to play correctly, you know?
Name and occupation. Ken Dingling, but everyone calls me Acro. I'm employed as an acrobat at the Berry Big Circus.
Where were you the night of the crime?
I was in my room that night.
If you look at the map, you can see the witness's room is near the crime scene.
My room is on the 3rd floor. The crime scene is below my window.
The night of the crime, the witness saw something quite shocking. Would you tell us what you witnessed?
Okay.
What I witnessed.
It was just after 10 p.m., and I was resting in my bed. Around that time, I heard a large thump noise from outside the window. Then, a few moments later, I saw someone flying right by my window. It was Max Galactica. I only saw him from behind, but that's who it looked like. To be honest, when I saw that, I thought I was dreaming. This witness's testimony matches up exactly with that of the clown.
If that's the case, there is very little the prosecution need add. All that's left is to explain how the defendant disappeared into the sky that night. Before we get that far, I'd like to cross-examine the witness. A foolish choice by a foolish fool who wishes to feel the foolish sadness of a sad fool. A man must know the proper timing for things, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Just like your old friend, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, did.
Don't you say his fucking name. Mr. Wright, do you have a problem with the witness's testimony?
In the words of Miss Von Karma, may I quote yesterday's proceedings? There's no way that actually happened.
Very well. You may proceed with your cross-examination.
It was just after 10 p.m. and I was resting in my bed. Okay, let's go ahead and save here. Because you're talking about I won't be able to press them like I do normally or whatever. But so far it actually hasn't told me that I'm gonna get penalized yet, but I might. So we'll save. I think I just saved. Oops, sorry. Double save. All right. It was just after 10 p.m. Sorry. God damn it, my throat. I don't cough all day, and then because of the voice acting, I start coughing. It's so annoying. It was just after 10 p.m. and I was resting in my bed. Okay, I'm just gonna try pressing everything and see what happens. You said that you were resting in bed. One would thus assume that you turned your lights off in your room, correct? I feel your pain, yeah, right? Yeah, you're feeling under the weather right now, aren't you, Noah? Yeah, dude, it's rough sometimes. That's correct. But there are safety lights around the outside of the lodging house. So it's bright. Sometimes it can make it hard to sleep. If that's the case, wouldn't it be a good idea to close some curtains? What's with the birds, dude? I'm just gonna ignore that statement. I never really thought of that. I guess that means I'm off to buy some curtains. Haha, sometimes I do make myself useful in these chambers. Go! The witness will proceed with his testimony. I feel like every once in a while there's like a sound in someone's like voice line that I just mess up because I'm about to cough all the time. I'm so close to kicking all this though. I think I'll be good by next week. My throat has made me a mute. Oh no, Noah! Noah's a mute now. That's not good. Good thing it's a text chat, at least for here. Rest that throat, little buddy. I hope we'll be able to hang out on your stream next week. At least, huh? Are you feeling better, Noah? Like day after day? Is it getting better? I hope so. Around that time, I heard a large thump noise outside the window. Your room is on the 3rd floor, right? Yes. And you said that you were resting in bed. That is correct. But you were still able to hear a sound from outside? I was indeed.
Pressing acro doesn't seem to get results. But maybe something was contradictory in what he said just now.
I mean, the fact that he was sleeping but then knew the noise was coming from outside, I could see that he would hear a noise, but how do you know it was from outside? I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and say there is a contradiction and we'll see what happens here. In fact, how would I just save right here? That way we don't have to, like, go back too much if I'm wrong. There is a contradiction. It's a slow progression. Well, it sounds like it's at least still progressing then, Noah, so... Even if it's slow, as long as it's progress, baby. We just don't want you to fall deeper and deeper into it. There's a huge contradiction with the testimony that was just given. If there's a contradiction, then prove it with evidence. She's right. Let's see some evidence. Do you have any evidence to support your claim of a contradiction? Oh, shit, do I? I don't think I do, dude. Crime photo, picture of the crime scene. I don't think I have evidence of a contradiction here. Photo Max's ceremony, placed by Acro in Regina's pocket in the morning of the crime. Bronze statue taken from cafeteria before the crime. Yeah, I got nothing. I gotta pick something though. Profiles? No profiles contradict it. Fuck, I just gotta pick something. This? What in the world is this? Ow! You just don't get it, do you, Mr. Wright? What don't I get? You're not going to be able to get through this with your usual bluff routine. Your client looks to be ready to take off once again, straight towards a guilty verdict. You were bluffing? I will not forgive any more mockeries made of this court. Whoops. Whoops. Witness, would you mind repeating your testimony? Certainly. I heard the thump noise, and then a few moments later, I saw someone flying right up the window. I haven't pressed this one yet. Are you sure it was a human being? It could have been a mannequin, or perhaps a large action figure. Well, setting aside the possibility of a mannequin, an action figure is plausible. You have no need to mince words with Mr. Phoenix Wright. Testify to the truth and only the truth, just as if we were there with you that night. I believe it was a human.
Damn, I just straightened his testimony. Wonder if Acro's statement jives with the facts.
Does his statement jive with the facts? That it was human, that he thinks it's human? I mean, there's that bus, but I don't see how that would be used here. So I'm gonna say there's nothing wrong for now. We'll keep pressing one other stuff. What's the matter, Mr. Wright? Nothing, Your Honor.
Until I can find a clear contradiction, I should tread lightly.
That's exactly what I'm trying to do, Phoenix. It was Max Galactica. I only saw him from behind, but that's who it looked like. Okay, I don't really see like maybe the bust against that. It could do something. What was the next one? To be honest, when I saw it, I thought I was dreaming. When I saw it, I thought I was dreaming. There's nothing that would make that a contradiction, right? I mean, maybe we could bluff with that a little bit and with the dream thing, but they're telling me I can't bluff, basically. I don't know. Let's just try pushing this one. Let's see what happens. If he was in bed, how did he see out the window? Unless he can get from bed to a wheelchair. Well, it was the fact is that Max flew past his window, so I don't think he has to be near the window to see him through the window. I think that would be the argument there. Because he can see the window from his bed, right? And if Max was flying and he flew past the window, then he can see that from his bed. I mean, you might be right, though. I have been wrong in this game many a time before. But let's press this, see what happens. The light in your room was turned off then, right? That's true. I was going to bed after all. So with the lights off, you were still able to clearly see a human fly by your window. The safety lights lit things up enough for me to see. Yeah, see what I'm saying here, Crispy? How he could see to his window that someone was flying by it from his bed. But honestly, there was only enough light for me to see the silhouette outside my window. It was the person's back, so I couldn't see the white roses in the front. Did you see any of the other symbols? I clearly saw the silk hat, as well as the cloak wrapped around his body. I'm convinced that the person I saw was Max Galactica.
The more I press him, the less results I seem to get. But maybe there was something fishy with that last bit of testimony.
Fuck, I don't know. Was there? Was there something fishy about that last bit of testimony? He only saw one of the, or two of the symbols. He could only see his face. Or he couldn't see his face, I mean. He could only see the silhouette from his back. Let me look at the evidence. Oh, I know. The contradiction is that the silk hat was found at the scene of the crime. How'd he fly away with the hat, right? If the hat was found at the scene of the crime, then he would have dropped the hat before he flew away. So how could the Acro have seen the hat? You think? Did I just find it, maybe? Maybe not? I don't know. I might try that. I'm gonna say there is a contradiction. There was a huge contradiction with the testimony that was just given. If there's a contradiction, then prove it with evidence. She's right. Let's see some evidence.
Do you have any evidence to support that claim of a contradiction?
The Silk Hat?
Oh, music stopped.
You claim you have seen the exact same thing Mo saw that night. Do you stand by that?
What do you mean?
The Silk Hat.
What about the Silk Hat? I saw it on Max's head as he flew by my window.
Well, you should have tried looking down at your window. Wait. You should have tried looking down out of your window that night.
That would have been quite difficult considering the state that I'm in. Just looking outside of the window was a tough enough challenge for me.
And that's a shame because you would have noticed the Silk Hat found on the scene.
That's the ringmaster's hat, right?
I'm afraid not. No matter how you look at it, this is Max's Silk Hat.
Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Are you saying that Max has 2 silk hats?
No. This is a handmade, one-of-a-kind model made only for Maximilian Galactica. Which means, Acro, that you've been fibbing on the stand.
Order, order!
As always, it looks like someone just had to open their mouth before thinking. Are you okay, Nick? Well, I opened my big mouth, and now I have to back it up.
How about it, Mr. Wright? What would cause this witness to commit perjury in this court today?
He has a grudge against Max. Acro is dreaming. Acro is the real culprit. I would say Acro is the real culprit, I guess. I feel like we're going for the kill a little too soon, huh? Let me save it here. I feel like he doesn't necessarily seem to have I can't prove a grudge against Max, right? But I do have proof that seems to lend that Acro is the culprit, right? So we'll go with that. Your Honor, on this occasion, the defense accuses Acro himself. On this occasion.
Accuses Acro? What in the world are you accusing him of?
Obviously, we accuse him of the murder of Mr. Russell Berry.
Mr. Wright, are you serious?
Deadly serious, Your Honor. I think your trips to the circus have served you well. You seem to have learned how to try to grab at an audience's hearts and minds. Your Honor, don't allow yourself to be swayed by theatrics. Trying to wow the crowd with smoke and mirrors is the oldest bluff in the book.
Really?
If you don't believe me, just look at the witness. He's calm enough for it to almost be scary.
Yeah, because all the birds. Where the hell are these birds coming from?
And now there's a bird pecking at Phoenix's forehead.
He's staying rather calm and collected.
Mr. Dingling, do you have any response to the defense's accusation?
I don't really need to say a thing, do I?
What do you mean?
Everyone, take a good look at me. I can't even stand up by myself, let alone leave the lodging house.
That's true.
I understand that Mr. Wright is just trying to help his client. But to do this by accusing me of a murder of all things. See? Even a sliver of common sense makes it clear the accusation is ludicrous.
She's right. Way to pick on the disabled, you heartless, cruel man.
Phoenix is a poopy head.
See that, Mr. Phoenix, right? If you're trying to drum up support from the peanut gallery, that's how you do it. I think that's enough for this little game. I've got a doctor's note to confirm that Acro is unable to stand under his own power. Maybe the defense is planning on making a claim to counter this as well. I can hear the defense now. Acro had an accomplice.
What do you say about this, Mr. Wright? Did Acro have an accomplice?
Of course he did, of course he didn't. I mean, did he, dude? The monkey? Was it Money the monkey? I think we need to save again. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think he had an accomplice? Trying to think. He had did he have an accomplice? I mean, he would have had to, right? If they did all of the like the wires and stuff, he would have had to have an accomplice, right? To like pull the wires and shit, to do the whole like flying away act, yada yada. Who did it? Who would have been the one to be his accomplice? Of course he did. I don't know who would have been the accomplice, dude. So I'm gonna say, of course he didn't. Now then, this must be when we get to hear the name of the mystery accomplice. Not this time, Von Karma. What? You're not going to sucker me into this one. What are you blabbering about, Mr. Wright? It was the monkeys, Papa. Maybe, dude. There was no accomplice. Acro planned and committed this murder all by himself. Now we're really pulling pretty far for that, but that sounds like this game, though, right? Right? That it would be a crazy thing that he did? Order, order! What are you getting at?
Way to keep them on their toes, Nick.
Now I'm going to have to prove how it all fits together. I have to show how Acro murdered Russell Berry.
Can you do it, Nick? Can you really do that?
I know what I can't do. I can't stop now. If I stop attacking, I'm doomed.
All right, then let's do it.
All right, I just had a new theory that popped in my head. Okay, so hold up. Maybe the weapon used to attack Russell was the bust of Max Galactica, and it was just dropped on his head, right? Like, Russell came to the spot that he was told to come to by the murder note, and he was looking around, and then Acro, from wherever he was at, threw the bust, or whatever, lowered the bust down so that it landed on his head, and then pulled it away. And since it's a bust of Max, you know, it would have looked like Max flew away from the scene. It never would have landed because it would have landed right on Russell's head, and Acro's he lives on the 3rd floor. So maybe that's part of how it happened? Just throw that out there? I don't know. I'm just thinking maybe the bust was the thing that he used, because we don't know what the murder weapon was, right? We just know it was like a blunt object, something that made some sort of thumb sound. But then it kind of, it falls into Mo's testimony, right? Because if he would have thrown it down there and it would have been on cables or whatever, once Mo looked out there, what would he see? He'd see a silhouette of Max and Russell's body lumped over, and then he would have saw it get hoisted away. So that's maybe what I'm thinking. Maybe Acro was on the roof, or maybe out his window or something like that. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Mr. Phoenix Wright. If this witness is the killer, then his eyewitness account is all lies, right? Mr. Wright, I'd like you to clear something up for me. When the crime was committed, exactly where was Mr. Dingling?
In his room, I think.
He was obviously here the entire time. That's Acro's room? Pretty simple, eh? Acro wasn't able to leave the lodging house by himself. In that case, there can be only one correct answer. Acro didn't leave his room to kill the ringmaster. What? Are you nuts?
What say you, Mr. Dingling?
Ooh, got quiet. Or what if it is an any mini situation where Bat Dingling is actually in the wheelchair? Maybe, Noah. You could be right, dude. Who fucking knows, man?
It's an interesting theory.
That's it?
Considering that what you propose is impossible, yes, that's it.
How's it impossible?
Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor?
As the witness has stated, your assertion is impossible.
As he is in a wheelchair, there is no way he could go to the scene or be the killer.
You've got a point. It seems you've forgotten once again, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The defendant was clearly spotted at the scene of the crime. That's true. Mo said that he saw Max, didn't he?
He said that he saw the symbols.
But Maya, it's still impossible for humans to fly.
Do you mind if I ask a question, Mr. Wright?
What is it?
I understand some of your logic. However, how do you think that I killed him? If I can't leave my room, I obviously couldn't wear Max's costume.
How did he do it? That's the next course of this legal buffet.
Be careful, Nick. If you mess up here.
She's right. I can't mess up here. I've got to give this one some serious thought. I'm sure that Acro killed the ringmaster. And he did it while he was in his room. No doubt about it.
Time to enlighten us on how Mr. Dingling committed the crime, Mr. Wright.
Present evidence or can't present evidence now? We gotta save first, of course. Of course we're saving, dude. Let's see. I'm gonna present evidence. I'm gonna present the bus picture, right? Time to enlighten us to how he committed the crime. All I can think is to show the bust. So that's what I'll try. I'll try to present evidence and I'll try to show the bust.
I'm going to present some evidence. So what did Mr. Dingling use to commit the crime of the murder against Russell Berry?
Okay, that's a better question. He used the bus.
What's that? A picture.
It is indeed. The problem is with the item that's shown in the picture.
The bust?
It's quite a large bust, and because it is life-size, it is also very, very heavy. Heavy? Heavy enough to guarantee a certain death. Especially if it was dropped from a third-story window. Ah!
Oh. The birds flew away. He's not so calm now. Very subtle, but he's not so calm.
See? This is how Acker was able to kill the ringmaster. With the force of gravity and Maximilian Galactica's ample bust.
Order, order! So you're saying the bus fell onto the ringmaster?
A rather simple crime. Even if you were stuck in a wheelchair, it would be incredibly easy to commit. How could you possibly wheel a wheelchair with something so heavy? It's impossible. Well, Acro is an acrobat. He should have more than enough upper body strength to carry something like the bust,
especially with all those weights he's got.
Mr. Dingling, how do you respond to these charges?
Well, Acro's at a loss for words.
He should be. He knows that I'm getting close to the truth.
Well, Acro. You can't run away from me. Ow! I'd watch what you say if I were you, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What? Your Honor, the physical health of the witness is a material to this case. I demand that we get proper testimony from the witness himself.
Testimony, you say?
On Karma. She's just using this testimony as a ruse to stall for time.
There's absolutely no need for such testimony. The defense has its version of the murder. The prosecution has the right to respond.
The defense's objection is overruled.
Why can't he see things my way once in a while?
Mr. Dingling, I'm sorry, but we need you to testify about your physical condition. If you have any doubts about your ability to testify, we can request expert testimony.
The witness will have no problems. However, let's all be respectful towards him.
Thank you.
Ah! That woman will sink to any low to win a case.
It's alright, Phoenix. We got this, dude. I suppose I could have lifted something the size of that bus. I have a strong upper body from working as an acrobat, and only my legs were injured. However, lifting the bus and looking out the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. That makes it impossible for me to have known the location of the ringmaster's head. Thus, it would be unrealistic for me to drop the bus on him, don't you think? I have no doubts in regards to the witness's testimony. It was impossible for him to lift the bus and stick himself out far enough to look. Not to mention that he could not have known the location of the ringmaster's head. A single false step would have led to even more severe injuries. That's what I was thinking. What is your opinion on the matter, Mr. Wright? I'd still like to proceed with my cross-examination. He's simply stalling. It's shameful, really.
Yeah, I can't let her get to me. I've got to focus.
I suppose I could have lifted something the size of that bust. Let's go ahead and save here before we get started on this testimony. Have you ever lifted up a bus before? No, I've never actually lifted it up with my own two hands. But I should get to it, don't you think? I can't let money undo me on this. Or outdo me, sorry. Money?
That crazy monkey has lifted Max's bus before?
Ooh, that could be that comment could be his undoing, eh? Please continue with your testimony, Mr. Dingling. I have a strong upper body from working out as an acrobat, and only my legs were injured. Papa says, I've lifted many a bus. So what have you been doing to keep in shape? Well, honestly, I've given up on training. I don't have any plans to return to the trapeze or the tightrope. You don't say. But no offense, I'm not worried about losing to you in a race or anything. Neither am I, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I wouldn't lose either, slowpoke. I mean, Nick.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! How did the discussion turn to me all of a sudden?
I suppose you could say that I'm stronger than the average bear. However, lifting the bus and looking out in the window would have been impossible. And why is that? Because if I were to do that, I'd end up falling out the window myself. I still haven't gotten much feeling back in my legs yet. So you couldn't have thrown that bus out the window. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. How long do you think your recovery will take? You have to remember that my nerves were severely damaged. I'm currently undergoing some extremely intensive rehabilitation, but it's still going to take a while before I'm back to 100%. Let me remind you of another very important point. If the witness was carrying the bus, he would not be able to see out below the window. That makes it impossible for me to have known the location of the ringmaster's head. Why do you say it would be impossible? Allow me to explain. You accept that if I was carrying the bus, I couldn't see out below the window. Thus, there's no way that I would know the location of the ringmaster's head. Well, I suppose you've got a point. Hey, Nick. Huh? What if you turn things around? Maybe if you think of it's sort of like this. I wonder if we're gonna get to the point where, because you know how money really likes shiny things? Like, he could possibly use something that was reflective to look down, right? He could stick like a mirror or anything shiny object at the window and see what was below the window, right? And I wonder if that's maybe where we're gonna get to, because Money, the monkey, lives with him, and I feel like that's gonna matter. And maybe it was that the monkey lifted the thing, I'm not sure, but something in there. If he knew the location of the ringmaster's head, then he could drop the bust. That does make sense.
If only I could prove somehow that Acro knew the location of the ringmaster's head without looking down.
How do I prove that, though? I think I've already explained things sufficiently. Thus, it would be unrealistic for me to drop the bus on him, don't you think? If all you had to do was drop it, then it wouldn't have been a problem at all. If all I had to do was drop it, you're right. I could have done that. However, there is no way that I could have landed a direct hit on the ringmaster's head. So that kind of makes your theory a bit pointless, doesn't it, Mr. Wright?
Acro was strong enough to lift up the bust.
The main problem is how he could have aimed for the ringmaster's head. I wonder if he used some kind of tool to aim for the ringmaster? That's the ticket, Nick. Show them what you've got. I have to be careful. I have to find something that fits perfectly with the case. I don't remember us finding any sort of tool. But maybe we overlooked something. Okay, let me look at what I have to present. All I can think is that Money the Monkey, a monkey who takes care of Acro, habitually gathers all sorts of shiny objects. That's the closest thing I can get to the mentioning of a tool that he could have used, right? I'm just worried that I'm stuck on my own theory. And it might not be right. Let's save. Alright, which one do I present it on anyways? I have a strong upper body, working as an acrobat. Lifting the bus, looking out the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. That makes it impossible for me to have known the location of the ringmaster's head. Thus, it would have been unrealistic for me to drop the bus on him, don't you think? I think it would be this one that makes it impossible for me to have known the location of the ringmaster's head. And I'm gonna present the monkey. Try that. The music's still going. Yep, it's... I'm not sure I follow. Yeah, damn it, that's the wrong one. Makes sense to me. Blast. Yeah, damn it. Me and Noah are even agreeing on that one. Oh, man. Let's see. It could be that I had the right evidence, but the wrong... like, statement that I'm pushing it against? There's this ransom note, but that has nothing to do with how he would aim. But it does say where to be, right? Let me check. You haven't forgotten what happened 6 months ago, have you? I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Maybe at 10 p.m. tonight at the Lodging House Plaza. Like, could this be it? Because it says to meet him at that spot, but it's just still like... I feel like they're still gonna argue that, but aiming still would be really hard, you know? The bus itself looks like it has some reflective faces on it, like some mirror cards. So perhaps that is how he saw it? Papa says I know this one. All right, give me another minute here. How was the body found? That's our... Oops, sorry. I mean, it's okay. It's okay, man. It was on the box. I don't see how that connects to it, though. He was hunched over on the box. So I guess you're trying to focus on the box, but how does that work here? The victim was hunched over this 20-pound box. It boasts a small but strong lock.
Are you sure this is the one? That for that clue, Papa? I'm just like, I don't know. I don't see it. I think I might have caught on. Oh, Layla might have it. Hey, what's up, Layla? How are you? Huh, you guys can see it, but I still don't, huh? Am I that dense, man? I think I'm in analysis paralysis now. Contains pepper. Looks like Dr. Robotnik in that pic. Yeah, it does. I can see that. Been a long time. I might be way ahead. Yeah, I'm not sure, right? Let's see. I'm honestly pretty stumped, so I'm just gonna go ahead and look up a hint for myself. It feels like one of those ones where it's going to be like, it'll make sense once I know it. You know what I mean? I guess that's probably most of the time is usually how it is. Once I finally figure it out, I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. Case, this is case 3, I think, right? Love that bass line, dude. I need that spoiler-free walkthrough bookmarked, right? Same here, dude. I go to the same one each time. I don't know if I'm in the same one you're in or not. Physical state, cross-examination. Huh, okay. No, you were right, Papa. It just, I don't know how me as the player would think that. This is one of those ones where I feel very dissatisfied with how they expected me to figure this out. Because it's not, I'm not thinking, oh, I'm thinking, okay, I guess, what? You know what I mean? Like, what? It's an esoteric one. Yeah, it is. It's, yeah. This is one of the ones I don't like. I wish they wouldn't do them like this, but okay. Fair enough, I guess. Not very satisfying. But Papa is definitely remembering this correctly. So let's see. Let me make sure I'm pushing on the right statement, so I don't waste all of our time. Oh, you know, in fact, let me load it in real quick, and then we can keep all of our points. Scum save it. So it says statement 5 or 6. So this is 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there we go. Present. So yeah, basically what's happening here is we're gonna present the either the crime scene photo or the box, because the box was already there when he came up. So I guess he should have known where he was because of the box, which still doesn't really jive with me very well. I think a reflective like piece of something that Money had grabbed would have made more sense here. But it's like, okay, apparently they placed the box there already, which makes sense now that the box has the pepper in it. I guess that was supposed to be one clue, is that who would have put the pepper in there. I guess it would have been Acro, because his brother used to play with Regina with the pepper, but I just feel like that's so fucking far removed that it's not satisfying at all. Like, I just feel like that's a badly made one. I love this game, but holy fuck. That is not a great line. Layla says, I'm all good, thank you. Been lurking, but just thought I'd let you know what I'm thinking. Well, I appreciate that, Layla. I always want to know what everybody's thinking. Thank you. That's probably why it sticks out to me so much. Yeah, probably, right? That's a dumb connection. I'm glad you agree, Noah, because I totally feel the same way, dude. But here we go. Because I just feel like there was more connection with, like, because like the pepper thing was such a small thing. Like, why would the pepper
be the symbol. I feel like they'll maybe make sense of that after the fact, but I think we're supposed to like know that in order to figure this out in the first place as the audience, and that's why it's just like I don't know. The pepper was such a small detail, very small detail. You know, like he just used to make Regina sneeze with pepper, and that's how we're supposed to know that he set the box there. Whatever. I don't even think that would actually let him know exactly where his head was, just because the box was sitting there. I don't know. That's a huge stretch, man. Way bigger stretch than what I was thinking, I feel. All right. Acro, you didn't really need to lean out the window, did you? What are you driving at, Mr. Wright? You already knew that ahead of time where the ringmaster's head was going to be. Quite precisely, I may add. How? How precisely? Your silly hinting at things is pointless, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Enough stalling. How about you show us some evidence?
But I did such a good job hinting.
Yes. Hurry up and explain things, Mr. Wright. Maybe you should take a look at this. The key point here is the wooden box. The same wooden box that the victim was found hunched over. Hey, Stella, what's up? How's it going? You're catching this right here, like, towards the prime time of this case. I think we still have one more witness or something maybe after this, though. But what's up, Stella? How you doing? The same. The question is, who placed the wooden box there? Who? When Ben and company saw the ringmaster, they didn't see him holding the box. Which means that this wooden box was already placed at the scene of the crime. So wait, are we saying the ringmaster was wearing Max's clothes? Because why that, then? What? I have to admit that your theory makes a lot of sense. The moment that the bus came falling down was exactly the same moment that the ringmaster lifted up this wooden box. So he heard him open the box, or lift up the box, and that's when he dropped it, I guess? Which means that the answer to all the questions is now crystal clear. You mean... If the bus were to fall upon the point marked out by the wooden box, there would be no way that it would miss the head of the victim. No! How did he time it right? That's my thing. Order, order, order! This is unbelievable! It is unbelievable. I don't like it. Hi, prepping for the snowstorm here. Okay, sounds good. Gonna lurk and listen, hoping you are all great. Oh, I think we are, Stella. I hope you're doing great as well. Prepping for that snowstorm.
Finally, over here. Finally, some of these loose ends are starting to tie themselves up. Now I just gotta keep going, and there's only one way to go from here. Forward.
So the next question I have is, who placed the wooden box at the scene? It was Mr. Dingling, of course. He connected it to a rope, and then all he had to do was lower it down. Ow! Allow me to whip some sense into you, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Ow! 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 The ringmaster's head could have been anywhere when he lifted the box. That's why the box was so specially made. Specially made? Indeed. Okay, where are we getting that from, Phoenix? We're getting further and further away from what the audience of the game actually knows. The size of the box, the weight of the box, the contents of the box. It had the most peculiar feature. It was, I guess, the weight of it, right? Oh no, not the size, fuck, it was the weight of it. The box is a remarkable size. It's actually the weight, because I remember Gumshoe saying that. I just accidentally hit A. Size? Exactly. I think you can tell from the picture that the wooden box was very large. To lift it up, it would be required to squat. Meaning that one would have to have taken it up in both arms, right? I guess it was size or weight then? The weight was the only thing that was remarked upon in the game, though. Moreover, the wood is quite heavy. It weighs in the neighborhood of 20 pounds. See, then okay, so it's like it didn't matter which I picked. The box also has carrying handles on either side, doesn't it? That is correct. To lift up the box, you'd have to squat down. Which means that no matter who you are, your head would be in approximately the same place. Let me ask you this, Phoenix. Why was he picking it up? Why wouldn't he just try to open it? Why would he try to pick it up? Just saying. Fool!
Does he even bother to listen to me anymore?
I've heard what you have to say. Huh. Now, I must admit, I'm shocked at your imaginative skills.
You. Did you do it? Did you place this wooden box in the plaza?
Mr. Wright may have a vivid imagination, but I could never have done what he's proposing. What? Mr. Wright, do you recall the original location of Max's bust? Yeah, I remember. It was in the cafeteria. Of course I remember. It was on top of the table in the cafeteria.
Then what happened to it?
I'd like you to remember one important fact, Mr. Wright. I could not possibly leave the lodging house myself. Ah, that means... You understand what I mean, don't you? I may very well have been able to drop the bus from my room. However, how would I have gotten the bus from the cafeteria to my room? You see, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Explain that! Don't forget, you said there was no accomplice. Ah! Tell us exactly how the witness would have carried the bus from the cafeteria.
Yep, we definitely have a problem here. This is no place to get perplexed. I've got to get my wits about me and prove how things happen once and for all.
All right, Mr. Wright. Let's hear your explanation. How did the witness get the bus from the cafeteria back to his room?
Money the Monkey?
A monkey?
Everyone knows Money. He loves shiny objects of any size.
Oh, like when he stole a ventriloquist ring.
So, are you saying that the witness had a monkey steal the bust? Of course he didn't order the monkey to steal it. The monkey stole it on his own, and then brought it back home.
Home?
Money lives in Acro's room.
Acro's room?
But the bust was bronze, wasn't it? Bronze isn't all that shiny. The cards, though. Maybe you should put the whip down sometimes and read the court record.
My, those are some very nice cards he's holding.
Yes, and they are made of platinum, which is very shiny. Ah! Acro. Money is a strong monkey, right? It'd be easy for him to bring the bus back to your room. If he wasn't able to handle that himself, I'd be on the market for a new roommate. He's staying calm and collected, though.
Order, order, I said order, mitzvah and karma. Where is the bust in question at this moment?
I don't know. We're searching for it as we speak.
This is a rather strange turn of events. But let's say that the monkey had not stolen the bust. What would have happened then?
Well, in that event, something else would have been used as the murder weapon. Wait. Then you mean this bus was the murder weapon purely by accident? It's possible. Maybe Acro saw Money's mountain of stolen goods and thought to use one of them. Anyways, I think we've more than proven one critical fact. Namely, that it was entirely possible that Acro was the murderer. Moron!
Mr. Wright's arguments was so circular, I'm still a bit dizzy. However, his argument does hold water. There's no denying that. Now!
Don't seem so flamboozled, especially by this fraud of an attorney. Fraud? You've forgotten the absolute, most important thing, Mr. Phoenix Wright. But she's still sweating. And what is that? You should know. You forgot that your fraud of a magical client was spotted at the scene of the crime. Ah! No, the bus was, you stupid bitch. There was no reason to doubt the clown's testimony.
That's true. How do you respond to that, Mr. Wright?
Nick, don't let her beat you now.
I won't. This is my chance to turn this trial around.
When the murder occurred, there were two people at the scene of the crime. One was the victim, Russell Berry, and the other was the murderer himself. Answer this and only this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Who was the murderer the clown saw? The bus itself? Take that! Yeah, Phoenix, get her. He saw Max, but now I asked who was the other person Mo saw on the scene. That evidence has nothing to do with the question. Oh, yes, it does. Au contraire, mon fier. It does indeed have something to do with the question. Mo said he saw Max's silhouette. But he did not actually see the man himself. It wasn't a human being he saw.
How is that possible?
It's simple, really. What Mo actually saw was that night was Max's bust. What are you talking about? Have you tried using your brain at all in this case? The silhouette he saw was wearing a cloak. There's no reason why you couldn't attach a cloak to the bust. It would be easy to hang one off the cards of the bust's hands. Idiot! Who in their right mind would put a cloak on a bust? It doesn't matter who put it on the bust.
Just wait a minute now, Mr. Wright. Who put the cloak on the bust? That question of utmost importance to this case. Don't you agree?
Oh, he caught me.
So let's have it, Mr. Wright. Who put the cloak on the bust?
I mean, it would have been Acro, right? I mean, why wouldn't Acro be the one that put it on there? Am I missing something? It has to be Acro. I wonder, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Didn't the defendant wear his cloak the entire time he was at practice? So then how did this person get a hold of the cloak? Well... Furthermore, how would this person have gotten the cloak onto the bust, I wonder? Because this person was not spotted at the scene. I'm sorry.
And she's so nice about telling me I'm wrong, it hurts even more.
Now! The famous Von Karma Keratin Whip approach.
So let's have it, Mr. Wright. Who put the cloak on the bust?
Who put the cloak on the bust? I guess if she's saying who was there at the scene of the crime, it would have had to have been Russell. But why would he have put it on the... Like, what? He apparently had the cloak if we listened to what Trillo said. So I guess we can try that? I mean... There's no one else that would have done it, right? It doesn't make sense that Russell would have done it because he would have had the thing dropped on his head. Why would he have put it on the bus? I don't understand that. And she's gonna say the same thing for the monkey, right? All right, I'm just gonna try Russell Berry. We'll see what happens here. Fool him?
You're saying that it was the victim himself, Russell Berry?
That's what I'm saying. The victim himself placed the cloak on the bus? Place the cloak isn't really the right way of putting it.
Then what would you be the right way of putting it, Mr. Wright?
Explain yourself. Nick, do you really have a handle on all this? I'm fine, Maya. I'm finally putting all the pieces together. There's really only one picture I can paint anyways. All right. So you want to know what really happened that night? Let's step back in time. So if I'm right on this, then this game is trying to reverse the whole when the music stops, you're always right thing. Because the music stopped when I was wrong, and then it's kept going when I was right, maybe? That's weird. Acro used a rope to lower the wooden box onto the scene. Then he attached the rope to the bust, and dangled the bust out of his bedroom window directly above the wooden box. At the same time, the ringmaster told Max to wait into the room and went to the scene. Of course, at the time the ringmaster was wearing Max's costume. Perhaps he didn't want anyone to recognize him that night. Yeah, because he was going to meet someone who called him a murderer, I guess. Maybe that's why he took Max's clothes. This Max never, confirmed that his clothes were missing. But do you think he'd notice that? But just as he feared, he was spotted at the entrance of the lodging house by none other than the ventriloquist and his puppet, Ben and Trillo. When the ringmaster arrived at the scene, he bent over to lift the wooden box. And that's when Acro took his chance and released the rope. Now this is when the magic happens. At the very instant that the bust hit the victim, the cloak draped itself over it somehow to look exactly like it was wearing it. You wait just a second there, Mr. Phoenix Wright. As much as you try, as much as you scheme, this just isn't true. It can't be. It's still a little early to be getting so upset, Miss Von Karma. This circus isn't over yet. What? The impact of the bust on the victim threw the cloak up, which snagged onto the bust. That impact also caused the sound a certain witness heard, prompting him to take a look. That witness was, of course, Lawrence Mo Curls, the clown. When Mo looked out his window, the cloak had already snagged onto the bust. Now, having completed the crime, Macro naturally went about pulling up the murder weapon. Of course, he had no idea that Mo saw the bust being raised with the cloak dangling onto it. Primarily because in his wheelchair he couldn't see out of the window. So he just kept pulling the bust up. And that is how the magical murder disappearing into the sky came to be. Everyone's floored. So you see, the only person who could have pulled this off is the one person who was able to drop the murder weapon from above the crime scene. Acro, it could have only been you. Uh-oh, he's keeping his cool. Acro's been playing mind games with all of us.
He sure has. But he has come to the end of his rope now.
So? What now? You've graced us with a rather long-winded tale. But do you have any evidence to prove that your fairy tale is true?
Evidence?
In this court, only two things matter: the power of evidence and the power of my whip.
Don't forget the power of my gavel as well. And my axe. Mr. Wright, the prosecution brings up a good point. Can we see some evidence?
Nick, they say they want evidence. I just explained how there can only be one possible murder method. But there's still something unusual about Mo's eyewitness account. Unusual? A contradiction, actually. Okay then, use that to get us out of this jam.
That's enough talking amongst yourselves. Proceed, Mr. Wright. Present some evidence to the court that backs your claims. I want hard proof that you have unraveled the trick to this magic case.
There was a contradiction in Mo's testimony.
contradiction in Mo's testimony. I'm trying to think of what Mo's testimony was. What did he testify? Fuck, man, I can't see Mo's testimony. Hard proof that you've unraveled the trick to this magic case. I feel like Mo had a contradiction about the hat, right? Or something like. No, it was the symbols, because there was only 2 of the symbols present, right? But that's not necessarily what we're talking about here. Ah, fuck, this is a hard one. This one's circus map. Ah, shit, I don't know. One hard proof that you have unraveled the trick to this magic case. I don't know, dude. I feel like this has got to come up at some point. I mean, come on. The victim was hunched over a 20-pound box. It boasts a small but strong lock. I might just have to look this one up. I don't even know what to guess, man. Hard proof? There's no profiles or anything, right? Ah, fuck it. I'm just gonna have to look it up. I don't know, man. They got me on this one. Pick up that sign. Okay, so it was the piece of evidence I was kind of talking about. It does have to do with what I was just talking about, the whole 3 symbols thing. Sorry, 1 second. Okay, well, go ahead and present that. It wants me to present either the poster or the hat, because it has to do with the mismatching symbols. How Mo only saw 2 of the symbols because the roses were now like on the opposite side of the bust, I guess, which this is all getting kind of weird. It's losing me a little bit as far as like, I'm not as impressed with this one as I was the last case. The problem is Max's 3 symbols. You know, the silk hat, the cloak, and the white roses. Those symbols were a problem numerous times during yesterday's proceedings. Phoenix really pushing his luck. He really is, man. I feel like there was I could see a couple ways they could have written this that would have been more satisfying. I'm just like, man, it's a couple small things, and I think it would have been a little bit better, a little bit more satisfying. But I guess maybe they're trying to like subvert your expectations a little bit. But I mean, I don't know. Am I supposed to be the one who figured this out, or are you supposed to be telling me a story that's unexpected? I mean, I guess maybe it's hard to get both of those things, so. Yesterday there were 2 contradictions in Mo's testimony. The silk hat was one, the white roses were the other. But the theory I just presented explains all of these contradictions. You fool! Do you ever shut up? Max's silk hat was found at the scene of the crime. However, remember what Mo said yesterday. He testified that the criminal he saw fleeing the scene was wearing a silk hat. There's only one explanation for that. The silk hat that Mo saw was actually the busts. I thought that was obvious. Like, it's weird that we have to point that out. It's like, is Von Karma that stupid? You know, it's just like, I thought that we're past that. Makes sense. If you look at it that way, then he did see the silk hat. Well, sort of. Fine, you've got one, but what about the other contradiction? The other contradiction? Remember what that ventriloquist said in court? He said that he witnessed the white roses on Max's chest that night. And the clown's testimony doesn't match. The clown said that there were no white roses. I'd like to see you try and explain that one away.
You can do it, Nick. Or can you do it, Nick? That's what she said. Of course. I can explain all of it. What was that? Please recall the instant when the cloak snagged onto the bust. If the cloak snagged onto the bust, what happened to the white roses? Do you get it yet? If the cloak got snagged onto the front of the bust, it means that the white roses would end up on the back of the bust. Ah! Which explains why Mo didn't see them. The white roses were not visible because they were on the back side of the bust. Order, order! This is quite the shocking state of affairs. Mr. Wright's theory still sounds a bit absurd to me. However, let's just keep going down this road for a while and see where it leads. Let's do this, Nick. Then maybe Von Karma will finally throw in the towel. Now they're so cute, cool as cucumbers. Well, so much for that theory. Mr. Wright, do you mind? What is it? You took the time to research our circus, didn't you? Well, yes, I did. Is there something making you think that I didn't? If you did, then maybe you'll understand why I think you're off track. Why is that? Motive. This witness feels an incredible debt of gratitude towards the ringmaster. Which is what I was trying to get at earlier. And Crispy was talking about how she thought he would be mad at the ringmasters because he actually said that he loves the dude. Anyone with any relation to the circus is well aware of this. Thus, there is absolutely no way someone like this would kill the ringmaster. Your Honor, I'd like you to hear Acro's story. Learn about his relationship with the ringmaster and his life up until now. What do we do? There's no doubting that Acro deeply respected the ringmaster.
Acro's motive.
It seems that the case isn't over yet. Very well. However, I feel this is a good place to take a break. I will listen to the rest of Mr. Dingling's testimony after recess. This court will take a 10-minute recess. All right, to be continued. We're definitely finishing this tonight.
So I guess we're all agreeing that Acro's the murderer now, right? I mean, we've pretty much proven that at this point, right? Now we just got to get his motive. So I guess the whole whodunit thing is probably done now, right? I mean, what do you guys think? You think you can still get turned around? Somehow it's still Regina? Did anybody guess the acrobat? Let me see. I'm going to see what everybody's guesses were. Stella guessed the daughter, Neptune guessed Regina, and Hoodie guessed the acrobat and monkey. Oh, okay, well, you might be only half right. I don't know if we would really count the monkey at this point. The monkey just got him the bus. But definitely Hoodie's the one that's on the right track. I still blame the monkey. Yeah, so does Hoodie, man, it looks like. That's funny. I think I just saved, but we're going to save again. Double save, baby. December 30th, 2:17 p.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 5. I can't believe it! Acro? It's pretty shocking, isn't it? It definitely is! And to think he was always the most straightforward of the group. Jeebus, am I that hated? Acro tried to pin the murder on you on purpose. He did? Psst, psst. But, I'm nothing but a little old nobody, you know? But you're not, which is kind of the reason why. I have a theory. Well, what do you got, Vince? Lay it on us. Hey, pal.
You're gonna ignore me after I went through all the trouble to bring you some evidence?
Ah, Detective Gumshoe.
Ah, forget it. I'm going home. This guy deserves to be guilty anyways.
Now, Detective. I'm sorry. Look, why don't you relax a little? We got some really tasty milk.
How about a card trick, Detective? Now everybody's trying to cheer him up. Ho, ho, ho. Well, if you insist.
Now, about that evidence you mentioned, what is it?
Here you go.
Didn't we already get that? I thought somebody gave that to us. Didn't Acro already give that or something? I totally forgot about it though.
Huh? This was yesterday in Acro's room.
Yup, and I've included the forensic results. Take a look at it later.
Won't Miss Von Karma be mad that you're doing this?
Kind of the point, pal. That's why this is all a secret.
Huh?
Look, details are on a need-to-know basis, and we're not really allies or anything.
Maybe he wasn't trying to kill the ringmaster in the trap, but the daughter, and he came instead of her. Oh, yeah, well, maybe. It could be. Because, yeah, I guess because he didn't like Regina, right? So you're kind of pulling into that part of it, I guess, right? Because, yeah, the only person he really should have been mad at was really Regina, because it was Regina that he's kind of connecting to the whole murder, right? And also, he put the note in Regina's pocket. It was probably for her, right? And he was probably calling her a murderer, not because of the line, but because of his brother, is what you're thinking, Vince? So, yeah, so maybe it was supposed to be Regina, because, like I said, he put the note in her pocket. But, I don't know, that whole, like, action, that him doing that is kind of weird. You know what I mean? Especially since you noticed, like, right after she took the breakfast to him, it really points a lot at him. But I guess she's so airbrained. Yeah, I think you might be onto something, Vince, for sure. Hey, Crispy, what's up? I'm just listening at the moment because it's cleaning day. Okay, sounds good, Crispy. Hopefully the cleaning's going well. And hopefully you're enjoying listening. Wasn't there a note of something? Yeah, exactly. That's what I was trying to say, Vince, is that note that he shoved in her pocket. Because he put it in her pocket. Like, as far as we know, she brought breakfast to Acro, and then Acro must have shoved the letter in her pocket. She, leaving Acro's room, notices the note, thought it was for somebody else, pins it on the wall because she's just an airhead, I guess. And I think you could be right. I think there could definitely be something to that there. He must have really trusted that Regina would be the one to come that night then, didn't he? Because he didn't even look. He just killed whoever was out there. How horrible would that be for him if he really didn't mean to kill the Ringmaster because he loves the Ringmaster, and then he accidentally kills him trying to kill somebody else? Like, oh gosh, how horrible. I mean, it's horrible that he was trying to kill anybody anyways, but it would just be like, he trying to kill the person he wanted to kill accidentally killed the person he, like, actually really loved and respected. I can see that getting to him a little bit.
But everything that's happened in court up until now has gone according to our plan.
I don't know. Miss Von Karma didn't seem in control of things in there just now.
Yeah, she really didn't. She was sweating a lot. You'll figure it out eventually, pal. Yesterday, our final plans were set into motion.
Final plans?
Uh-huh. That reminds me. I've got a message from the prosecutor for you. Nothing is ever truly decided until the very end. And that's it. And that's it for me too, pal. I'm out of here.
What did he mean by that? The very end part.
I'm not sure. It was all pretty cryptic to me.
Oh, one more thing.
Ah, don't scare me like that.
Yeah, it looks like there's a large care package from the circus for the defendant.
What? For me?
Yeah, it's milk. The reception area looks like there's some kind of dairy. So hurry up and drink it all before it spoils.
An entire dairy's worth of milk? For me? What is with this milk thing? Milk. Milk is white. I'm just trying to think of what elements of milk that might come into play here. Milk. It's got to mean something. They don't do that on accident, right? That'd be a really weird thing to just randomly have happen in the story. I'm going to switch to seated mode real quick, guys. Anybody have any milk theories? I think it's because he has a glass of milk before every show. Oh, is that what it was? Did he say that? I totally forgot. I did not remember that detail. That would make sense. That's something. Certainly more than I got to explain it, dude. And so this is supposed to be his big show, and so they're bringing him a bunch of milk for his show, I guess. The now it's like an excessive amount of milk, so I feel like it must symbolize something, right? If it symbolizes he's about to go on to in a big show, I don't know. I'm sure it'll all come together at some point, though. There's no way they've done it by accident. And sending it to him, but they said it came from the circus. I think is what he just said. It was a care package from the circus. I think that's what he said. I guess that doesn't mean it's not fans, though. Oh, wait, it was the circus, right? Yeah. I suppose they could just be redirecting it from the circus. Like, he all got sent to the circus, and then they sent it to him. I don't know. Court is now back in session. Miss Von Karma, please continue from where you left off. Rock salt, check. Windshield and side cat mirrors covered, check. I know what you mean. Blackout kit with portable heater, check. There you go. Sounds like you're getting there, Stella. Anything else you got to figure out? Get ready. I like the use of the check emote there. That's cool. I'd like to continue with Acro's testimony, starting with his relationship to the victim. I'd also like to get proof from the defense. Proof of what kind of motive Acro would have had to commit this crime. Understood. Now, Mr. Dingling. Yes, Your Honor. Please proceed with your testimony.
Finally, we get to the motive. Wait, Nick, are you okay?
Just do me a favor and don't ask questions you don't want the answer to. Gulp. Side cat mirrors. I love the idea of Stella driving around with cat-shaped mirrors. Hell yeah, that'd be awesome. Just a little. He's each got little ears on him or whatever, and maybe whiskers hang out the side. But other than that, the face is just a mirror. I like the idea of that. When we were little, we were abandoned by our parents. That's when the ringmaster of the Berry Big Circus, Russell Berry, took us in. I became an acrobat at around 9 years old. I wanted to find a way to repay the ringmaster. That was my sole purpose in life. You're such a thoughtful young man. As you heard, the witness deeply respected the victim. I wonder how anyone could think that Acro would kill the man he held in such esteem. You are absolutely right. How could anyone think that, Mr. Wright? Which is why there is no real need for a cross-examination, is there?
Actually, that's the question I'm trying to answer myself. Why would Acro kill the ringmaster?
Vince, the further we go into this, the more I'm agreeing with your theory. I think you got a good theory there, man. Could be totally right.
This might be my last chance to answer that question.
Of course I'll cross-examine. No need to question him now. No, of course I'll cross-examine. The defense had the right to cross-examine the witness. You're so tactless, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You don't care about justice, do you? You just want to fabricate a motive. Wow, projecting much there, Von Karma? That's a hardcore projection.
Very well, Mr. Wright. Cross-examine the witness.
It's like, who is your dad again, Von Karma? I can't remember. Oh, yeah, he's the guy that's rotting in prison for manipulating evidence and using false evidence. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's who your dad is. Yeah, that's right. When we were little, we were abandoned by our parents. Let's go and save here real quick. I think I just saved, but we're saving again. We're at the beginning of his testimony. Hold it! We?
Yes, my brother Sean and I. What? You have a brother?
How old were you when this happened, Acro? I was 8 years old, and my brother was 4.
Your parents were very cruel, weren't they?
Nowadays, we aren't bitter about what happened to us, because it allowed us to meet the wonderful people at the Berry Big Circus.
Nick, the judge is getting misty-eyed.
He's got a soft spot for sob stories, it looks like.
No!
No crying in court. Let's keep going.
The witness may proceed with his testimony.
That's when the ringmaster of the very big circus, Russell Berry, took us in. How would you describe your relationship with the ringmaster?
He was like an uncle, a father, and a big brother all rolled up into one. The ringmaster and my brother were the only family I had. What about other people at the circus?
This was over 15 years ago. Back then, there were very few customers coming in. So no one really had the time to look after us. They were worried about other things. But the ringmaster, he would always come to see us with a laugh and a smile. What a beautiful story. That's why I was always thinking of what I could do to help. I wanted to thank him.
Nick, isn't Acro such a wonderful person?
I know. He seems like a nice guy.
Which is what makes this so difficult.
So then how long have you been a performer?
I became an acrobat at around 9 years old. You started off as an acrobat at that early of an age? I begged the ringmaster until he finally agreed to let me do it. Ever since then, I've been in incredible physical shape. That's also when I decided to form a group with my brother. We called ourselves the Flying Dingaling Berries. It's nearly a household name.
They're the Flying Dingaling Berries? Like dingleberries? Like, are you fucking kidding me, dude? How funny is that, man? Oh, jeez.
I've even heard of them in Germany.
Liar?
The point is that I wanted to be of some use to the circus.
Come on, translators, really? I think they did that on purpose, dude. I think it's so funny. I love the silly names and stuff.
Alright, anyways. The point is that I wanted to be of some use to the circus.
You are truly a remarkable young man.
The judge keeps looking at Acro almost like a proud father.
I wanted to find a way to repay the ringmaster. That was my sole purpose in life.
What do you think, Nick?
I forgot to press that last one. I don't know. I think the more I cross-examine him, the worse I end up looking in the end.
You mean?
I get the feeling that this cross-examination was a trap.
Yeah. Von Karma set you up again.
Alright, we gotta push the last one still. Did you ever have any trouble with the ringmaster?
No!
How could you ask such a thing, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Do you have some sort of fundamental misunderstanding of the witness's testimony? Or the heartfelt emotions contained within? You'd better think about this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You'd better think hard.
No! Ow, ow,
No matter how you look at it, there's no way I can see this witness ever taking a victim's life.
Curtsy.
Exactly. I've been waiting for you to say that, Your Honor.
Nick, I hate to say it, but I agree with them.
I was trying to chase down the truth, but I ended up just looking like a jerk.
I think that will be enough for now. Pondering whether or not this man would kill the ringmaster leads me to believe that it is pretty unlikely.
Exactly right, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, I'd like to ask you a question.
Go ahead, Your Honor.
I would just like to know.
Hold on. Hold on. Alright, go ahead.
Can you provide an explanation as to why Acro would want the ringmaster dead?
Can I provide an explanation? Bat scarf stained with the blood of a small quantity of pepper. I can't really say that he wanted him dead, but I'm starting to stick with Vince's theory. I think Vince is right, but I have to figure out how he get there. That he was trying to kill Regina. Because he placed it in Regina's pocket, so I feel like that's like the biggest hint that this is his target.
because I don't know, I just feel like he would have found a better way to do that. I mean, I know that he's kind of confined to his room and Regina comes to his room to give him food, but I feel like it has something to do with that. And the pepper on the scarf thing is something, but it's not enough to explain as to why Acro would want the ringmaster dead. That doesn't really explain that. I feel like I don't have the evidence, but I do have the evidence that maybe he wanted Regina dead. I don't know. Well, I just realized I said side cat mirrors. Oh, you just saw that? So yeah, we were talking about it a little bit. We thought that was funny. Of course I can. I can't provide one. I feel like I can't provide one. But then what's going to happen next? That would then let me because we still got to use that evidence. The scarf is definitely part of it. And the note. There's no way the note doesn't come into play. I mean, that's such a huge piece of evidence that we haven't used yet. Should we try it? I did just save, so I think we're pretty safe. So I'm going to say I can't provide one, and then I guess it'll probably be that Max is found guilty if this doesn't just provide me with another prompt that I get to then use in the evidence I have. Okay. I'm going to say I can't provide one. We'll see what happens.
Nick?
Yeah, I didn't even have to think about it. It was obvious from the start.
Your Honor, the reason Acro killed the ringmaster is something that can't be proven. Well, what? That's because Acro had no reason to kill the ringmaster at all. Ow! Your foolish attempts to fool us like foolish fools is so foolhardily foolish. Did you forget? You made an accusation against this witness, did you not? I believe it was, this is the real killer of the Russell Berry ringmaster. If you want to jump to the end of things, then yes, that sounds about right. The end of things? Acro, you didn't plan to kill the ringmaster at all, did you? There we go. Vince's theories come into play, I think. The ringmaster wasn't your target that night. What did you just say? I'm saying that the target of the witness's murderous plot was not the ringmaster. Because it was never his intention to kill Russell Berry to begin with. Which is something, it kind of calls back to something I was saying earlier about, like, he wouldn't have known it was Russell and stuff, I feel like, if he didn't see it, you know? But that's, I guess this is if this is what's happened, then my idea of using, like, a shiny thing to see Russell to then drop it would have ruined this plot line. Because then he would have seen that it wasn't Regina. So I think he needed to use something like the box, which is still, I don't like the way that played out, but I can see why now, you know? What? Order, order! Bailiff, I don't care who it is, smack anyone who's loud in the face. Twice if you must. Dude, fucking get it, Judge. Damn, dude. Mr. Wright, what in the world are you trying to do to my court? Ow! Mr. Phoenix Wright, what in the world are you trying to do in his court? Are you attempting to imply that Acro was trying to kill someone else? Yes. And I guess I just gotta put it as Regina. It's gotta be Regina. Regina Berry! This young girl is the ringmaster's daughter, correct? Acro, you were really aiming for her that night, weren't you? You don't need to answer that. It's a mean-spirited leading question. Your bedtime routine sounds good, Papa? Sounds good, my man? He could easily answer this question. If I'm wrong, all he has to say is, you're wrong. That's it. That's it, huh, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Enough! Mr. Wright, allow me to. Ow! The only thing allowed to interrupt me is death itself. Huh? And that goes for you too, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Show me evidence, now! I want to know why Acro would want to kill Regina Berry. Yes, me too. I demand to see some proof. Present evidence that provides Acro to kill this young girl.
that would be the scarf. Right? It'd either be the scarf or the note, but I feel like I want to try the scarf first. God, I need to save soon. Been through a couple of prompts, I think. Going with the scarf. All right, Mr. Wright. At this point, the only thing that's important is evidence. This better not be a bluff. You're not going to... Ow! You're not going to fool me, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Those two are finishing each other's sentences now.
Okay, it wasn't that then. Shit. Well, I want to go back, though. So we're going to have to go back to as far as we were then. Oh, here we go. Just like to know, you can provide an explanation. Acro would want to the remaster dead. I can't provide one. Okay, let me go ahead. No, we got one more prompt I can go past, right? Because we got to say it was Regina. Order, blah, blah, blah. Who would he try to kill? He was trying to kill Regina. Okay, I'm going to save right here. Okay, let me actually save here, because that was a little bit more I had to skip through than I thought. Alright, now he wants to see some proof. Present evidence. Okay, now I'm going to present the note this time. Music stopped. I'm no longer sure if that means that we got it. Acro, you remember this, don't you? It's a piece of paper that we found inside the ringmaster's tailcoat. Inside the victim's tailcoat? Acro wrote this note. It's ironically entitled, "To the Murderer." Its purpose was to call someone to the plaza at 10 p.m. So you're saying that he called Russell Berry with that note? Yes, but there's just one little problem. Problem? Acro did indeed place this note into someone's pocket. However, that someone was not the ringmaster. You mean, it wasn't for the... That's exactly what I mean. The person this note was intended for was none other than Regina Berry. Order! Mr. Wright, this little theory of yours. It's the truth, Your Honor. It isn't a theory. Simply put, Regina didn't think the note was meant for her. Which is why, the morning of the crime, she placed it on the cafeteria bulletin board. That's when her father, the ringmaster, saw the note? That's correct. The ringmaster ended up in the plaza instead of Regina. And he was killed because of that mistake, instead of Regina. That's incredible. Remember the testimony that Acro gave us earlier today? Lifting the bus and looking out the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. If I were to do that, I'd end up falling out the window myself. Acro had no idea who it was that arrived in the plaza, because he couldn't look down out of the window to see who it actually was. I've got it! Acro thought it was Regina down in the plaza. And that's when he let the bus fly.
Hey, Nick. Isn't Regina listening to all this from the audience?
She is. Unfortunately, it's only going to get harsher from here.
I hope Regina can handle it.
So I think it's kind of interesting that they the lion thing, I feel like was a red herring for the murder thing, because, and also, like, I think the ringmaster saw it, thought, oh, they're talking about me murdering the lion, so then he went to the spot or whatever. But the murder, I think, was actually the murder of Sean, or Bat, I think, is what the note, I think, was actually referring to.
Acro wrote this note to Regina. Foolishly foolish fool with foolishly foolish fool ideas of foolish tomfoolery. You're so foolish you've even made me sound like a foolhardy fool. Very well, Mr. Phoenix Wright. If you're so sure, then tell us about this line. I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Yes? What about that line? Well, if the note was meant for Regina Berry, it would mean that... This note is declaring that Regina Berry is a murderer. You just don't get it, do you? What? What did you just say? The ringmaster knew what the note meant, which is why he went to the plaza. In place of his lovely daughter. Oh, he did know what it meant? Oh, I thought it was like a misunderstanding because he killed the lion. Okay, did he actually know? I like this case. Also, your voice acting sounds 100% back to normal. I hope that means you feel tippy-top. I'm not tippy-top only because I've had to cough a couple times. I think I qualify that as like a 99.5% there. But yeah, I think my nasaliness is gone is maybe what you're saying. And I appreciate that. That's good. Thank you for that feedback. Because I noticed I have been pretty nasally the last like week or whatever. And I don't feel nasally today, but I think I was still nasally last night when I watched my stream back. So thank you, Stella, for that feedback. I appreciate you. And I'm glad it's sounding good.
Hold it right there, Mr. Wright. What is this incident that is alluded to in the note?
The incident 6 months ago.
I know all about it. An incident occurred 6 months ago. And now I am more than ready to show this court what happened at that time. Moron!
Wait, are you sure that it relates to the present case?
It does indeed, Your Honor. Everything in this case has its start in what happened 6 months ago.
It was just weirdly worded, I feel.
Really, Nick?
I think so. Well then, if that's the case, hurry up and tell us about it. What is this conclusive evidence mentioned in the note?
Pretty sure it's the scarf.
I know I'd certainly like to know what it is.
If I can't answer that question, the judge is going to think I'm bluffing.
Let me go ahead and save real quick.
The conclusive evidence about the incident 6 months ago is actually...
What? This is it?
Well, kind of figured that I'd try to get rid of the evidence I didn't need anymore. Wait, what, that's not it?
Well, from now on, you can do those sorts of things at home, in your own time.
Oh, man, I was so confident that was it. Weird. I'm taking another little think about that. Some evidence about the incident 6 months ago. Okay, so what was it instead? Because apparently it's not Bat's scarf, which I just thought that's like the thing that's most directly to the incident, but I guess it's the pepper? The small seasoning bottle? Let's try that.
Achoo! 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 Achoo!
What kind of spicy joke is this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? It isn't a joke at all. It's the decisive evidence you asked for.
What do you mean?
Recall that the victim was trying to take the wooden box away with him. He was doing so because this piece of decisive evidence is what was inside. But, I mean, how is it incriminating evidence, though? It's just a pepper shaker, dude.
Another unbelievable conclusion. Very well, Mr. Wright. So what exactly are you saying? Are you claiming Regina Berry killed someone with a small bottle of pepper?
Taking the note into account, that's the only logical conclusion you can draw. Foolish fool who never tries his own foolish ways. Who never tires of his own foolish ways. If you're so sure, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then answer this question. Who was Regina Berry's intended victim? I guess it would have had to have been Bat then, right? Because if it was on Bat's scarf, and Bat's the one that got hurt, then the intended victim must have been Bat.
Who is this?
That is Acro's younger brother. Well, what does this prove? His younger brother isn't dead. Technically, that's true. However, Bat has been in a coma for 6 months now.
And it's not a stretch to see how Acro could feel that his brother is dead. Regina. She did that to him? Do you spend your entire life dreaming up new ways to be a fool? Naturally, the prosecution has looked into Acro's brother, Sean Dingling. 6 months ago, he was bit by a lion and fell into a current comatose state.
Lion?
Miss Regina Berry, is an animal tamer by trade. However, no tamed animal in that position is ever trained to attack another human. They wouldn't understand the command. Moreover, Miss Regina could never do something like that. It's just not in her.
So then what happened to Acro's brother?
He's not the victim of an attempted murder. He's the victim of an accident.
I see.
Now what do we do? No one seems to be going along with your theory. Do you think what happened to Bat is actually an accident?
It was just an accident. It was more than that. It was more than that because the pepper on his scarf, right? It couldn't have been just an accident, you know? An accident implies that there wouldn't have been anything on a scarf, right? Let's go ahead and save here real quick. The pepper on his scarf made the lion chomp down. I feel like that's got to be it, right? The lion had its mouth open. It was probably breathing through its mouth. You know, he put his head in there, had a little pepper on his scarf, got to the lion's throat, had to close his mouth. It was more than that. The lion-biting Bat was no accident at all.
What?
You're such an amateur, Mr. Phoenix Wright. There is no way that Regina would ever incite her lion to attack another human being. She may not have incited the lion to attack another human being, but Regina is responsible for making the lion bite Acro's brother, Bat. Now this is where I put the scarf? Maybe?
That's just a scarf.
Acro. This scarf is something that Bat used to wear, correct?
That's right.
And who was the one who gave this scarf to Bat?
Regina.
Regina gave it to him.
Regina.
There was something more than just blood on the scarf, Your Honor.
Then what might that be?
Pepper.
Pepper.
Pepper. Regina gave this scarf to Bat right before the accident. And she covered it with as much pepper as she could. Now, did she actually intend for the lion to do that? Maybe she's just trying to fuck with him. Because he apparently fucked with her.
Hey, what's with the silent treatment?
Excuse me, Mr. Wright. You've done a good job of fingering a criminal. But out of curiosity, what was her crime? Miss Berry gave a pepper-covered scarf to Bat as a present. Where's the crime in that?
Still seems like the judge doesn't get it.
Mr. Phoenix Wright. Wasn't it said that the lion seemed to be smiling?
Smiling? The lion was smiling?
Right before Bat was bit by the lion. For a moment, the lion's mouth changed and it looked like it was smiling.
Lions smile?
I've never heard of them smiling, however. Lions sneeze.
Whoa.
Leon wasn't trying to bite Bat at all. In reality, all he actually did was sneeze. And then the ominous red, right now? You pointed that earlier. He sneezed because of all the pepper on the scarf.
What?
You fool!
You've got to be kidding me. What's the matter, Miss Von Karma?
I object for objection's sake. Mr. Phoenix Wright, this theory, you believe it? You really intend to say that this is how this joke of an accident actually happened? Of course I do. It's the truth. The lion sneezed due to the pepper, and that's when Bat lost consciousness. Acro nearly lost his brother due to this accident, or this joke, as you put it. Which is why he tried to get his revenge against Regina. You foolish idiot! Huh. It almost does seem like a terrible joke, doesn't it? Once again, I'm impressed by your imagination, Mr. Wright. To think that there's someone who treats this accident with the respect it deserves. Are you telling me that what I said was true? Acro? You can't mean witness. Are you confirming the defense's claim? Mr. Wright, unfortunately your imagination is not enough to find me guilty for murder. What do you mean by that? The pepper, the scarf, the lion. I see where you're going, but it's a bit hard to swallow. Not to mention the fact that there's an even bigger problem with your theory. What would that problem be? The same problem it always been. Evidence. If I drop Max's bust on top of the ringmaster, where's the evidence that proves that claim? You mean the conclusive evidence? The biggest problem is the murder weapon, or the lack thereof, to be more precise. The murder weapon. The bust that the defense claims was used. If that were to be found in Acro's room, and if it was covered with the victim's blood, that would be awfully conclusive in my eyes. Yes, it would be.
The bust.
Nick, you've got to do something.
This is the last step. If I get this one right, the case is won.
Alright, well, on my cue, let's go ahead and save. See how things work out first. Request to search Acro's room. I guess request to search his room? I feel like we need to find it, right? Isn't that what we're all saying? Let's request to search his room. The defense requests to search the room of the witness, Ken Dingaling. What is it now? It looks like you still haven't figured things out, have you? By now, you must know the meaning of Von Karma total justice.
You mean?
A Von Karma never leaves anything to chance. We already searched Acro's room yesterday.
What did you find?
There's no reason to even say it. If we found what you think we found in that room, Acro would not be here as a witness. But to put a point on it, Max's bust was not in the room. The murder weapon is still unaccounted for.
You see, Mr. Wright, the bust wasn't in my room.
Furthermore, Detective Dick Gumshoe executed the search by complete surprise, and we took Acro directly to the prosecutor's office after that. Courtesy. End of story.
Just a second. Something's funny about all this.
It looks like the lack of the final nail to put into my coffin. But, what about the scarf? What about the note?
What about them, Mr. Wright? No offense, but the only evidence that is relevant here is that which pertains to the death of the ringmaster. You should know that by now.
Do something, Nick. Don't let this case slip away. The bust. Where is it now?
Where is the bust right now?
You're Phoenix right. You know where the bust is. I'm sure you do.
There's not even a single clue. How am I supposed to know where the bust is?
Sounds like it's one of those things where the bust is the only place it could be, and I don't know where that is.
It seems this case is coming to a close. The defense's counter-arguments look to have fallen short.
Did I lose? I might have to go back to see how things shake out. Thank you for your support. Ah! I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Wright. I think that brings it to an end to the cross-examination of this witness. Oh, is it gonna be Regina or something?
Where's Max's bust? The defense needs time to prepare to present its lace.
It's lace?
I mean, case. Sorry, I'm a bit nervous and I just bit my tongue.
Huh? What? We need time to do what? Ow! Why are you the most surprised person here? She's your aide, isn't she? Do you really have a case to present, Mr. Wright? What? Are you asking me?
The rest is up to you, Nick. Good luck.
Hey, wait! You can't be serious.
Acrobats always have their lives on the lines, don't they? That's how Acro's lived up his life up until now. Now it's time for us to walk across our own tightrope. If we don't, we're certain to lose.
Very well. The defense may proceed. He doesn't have a clue, and I don't think he'll be finding one anytime soon.
Walking the tightrope of logic, there's no room for a false step. Sink or swim. The only way through is forward.
The murder weapon. Where is Max's bust now? Somewhere in the lodging house, somewhere in the big top, somewhere in this courtroom. Oh, I'd love it if it was somewhere in this courtroom. Is that where is it with all the milk or something somehow? You think the milk is connected? All right, we gotta save here, obviously. I'm back and I have bad news. Oh, you have bad news, Papa? I'm sorry. What's up, dude? Sorry if that took me a second to get your message. I was hoping for a good news, everyone. Not a bad news, everyone. It's up. We all passed the test. Wait, that's the bad news? Let's see. Somewhere in the lodging house, somewhere in the big top, somewhere in this courtroom. I want to say in this courtroom. It's positive. Stuck in the house for 14 days. Oh, gotcha. That test. I see. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Everybody's piling up in Papa's house. That's rough, man. I'm sorry to hear that. The Omicron, too? Whole family. Damn, dude. Oh, no, Papa, I'm sorry. I hope you all feel okay. Yeah, I hope everybody's feeling okay, man. Hopefully it's, you know, kind of like a mild case or whatever. I know for, it sounds like, at least from what I've read, anybody who has any sort of, any amount of the vaccines should have, you know, much easier symptoms to deal with. That's what I've been reading. All right, I'm gonna say somewhere in this courtroom because that sounds epic. It's obvious. The bus is inside this very courtroom. It's obviously where? Allow me to pinpoint the location of the bust once and for all. The judge's bench, the prosecutor's bench, the witness stand. Oh, this is exciting. The judge's bench. It's probably not the judge's bench. The prosecutor's bench. Maybe she's hiding it. Or it's the witness stand. He's still hiding it under his chair or something. I'm going to try the witness stand. He might still have it on him. I caught it before, so I know what to expect. Papa got this taken care of. The family. Oh, yeah. I know you got this, bro. Hopefully it'll be easier this time, though, right? Because you've already had it once. You should have some, what do they call them? What, antibodies or whatever? That should take care of it for you. Thank you for all the well wishes. Oh, of course, dude. Of course. Can we get a hug for Papa? All right, I'm going to say the witness stand. Acro. I'm sorry to ask this, but do you mind if I take the blanket off of your wheelchair? He's still super calm. Sorry. I didn't quite hear you, Mr. Wright. Well, you are a big guy, and you have a pretty big wheelchair because of it. I just wanted to make sure you weren't hiding anything under that blanket. Because it seems to me that it'd be really easy to say, hide a bus under there. Once again, your penchant for humor hits me where it hurts, Mr. Wright. Now, I think it's pretty amazing that you can laugh in your position. However, your lightheartedness doesn't change the fact that the bus is under there. We all know that you can't leave the lodging house by yourself in your condition. That proved inconvenient when Miss Von Karma happened to search your room yesterday. If she had found the murder weapon in your room, it would have been all over. Which is why you had to hide it, and the only place that you could hide it. Under your wheelchair. Which is why, Acro, I have to ask you again. Would you please remove the blanket from your lap? Well done, Mr. Wright. Masterfully played. Why, thank you. No, that whip. She's so mad. You fool! How could you? You've got me. I've been bagged by a real pro. Actually, 2 of them.
2 of them?
Miss Francesca Von Karma and Mr. Phoenix Wright. What? There's just one thing I'd like to know. How did you know to launch the surprise search on my room last night? There were 2 pieces of decisive evidence, the cloak and the bust. I burned the cloak in my room and threw the ashes away with the trash. Regina always took my trash out every morning, you know. But the bust, obviously, I couldn't throw that away. When you executed your search, all I could do was try and hide the bust. And the only place that I could hide it was under this wheelchair. Miss Von Karma, you had things all figured out, didn't you? I was completely sucked in by your calculated strategy. And now to be caught in the middle of court hiding the murder weapon. There's no way I can escape that. So you've got me. Well done, Mr. Wright. Well done, Miss Von Karma. It all makes sense now.
I can't believe that Von Karma thought that far ahead. It's amazing. No, fuck you. No, fuck you. She just saw that ahead. Fuck you.
Phoenix did all this. Uh-huh. You definitely couldn't tell by looking at her. I know I sure couldn't. I can't believe it. Me, make a mistake. Why did I order a surprise search on your room? If I only hadn't done that. It seems we finally arrived at the truth. Acro. Yes, Your Honor. Did you kill the ringmaster of the Berry Big Circus, Mr. Russell Berry? Yes, Your Honor. I'm responsible for that crime.
Acro.
All my brother wanted was for Regina to like him. That's why he teased her. One day, my brother sprinkled some pepper on Regina. She started sneezing so hard you couldn't help yourself but laugh. And that's why Regina thought it'd be funny to get him back in the same way. And that's why she covered the scarf with pepper. I know she didn't mean for anything bad to happen. I know this. She just wanted to make my brother sneeze a few times, too. But I just couldn't forgive her, no matter what. What am I truly guilty of? I'm guilty of never ever being able to understand her. Your brother became a star, Regina believes in that so purely. That she would laugh innocently when saying it. Too innocently. I just couldn't stand it, no matter how hard I tried. That's when you decided to do something about Regina. How dreadful. So are you saying that you are a victim in all this as well? No, that's not what I mean. Oh, he's crying. I'm nothing but a murderer. That's who I am. At first, I thought I'd kill myself, then I pondered giving myself up. But I couldn't just up and leave. I just couldn't, not yet. That's why I tried to pin this on Max. Max
I'm so sorry. I just couldn't up and leave yet. This has been such a strange case. It's almost a reflection of the circus itself.
I'm an idiot. I can't believe it. You beat me again.
I believe this case is now beyond any point of possible discussion. Thus, I'd like to declare my verdict.
Not guilty, baby.
There you go, Maximilian. This court is adjourned.
December 30th, 4:27 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 5.
Fabulous! But to be honest, I can't really be too happy about this.
Acro, the ringmaster, Regina, and Bat. Not a single one of them was a bad person inside, huh?
That's a good question, and one I don't know the answer to. Many congratulations, but only at max 1 million of them. Thank you. What's with the vibe in this room?
We're just thinking about Acro.
No. If you worry about people too much, then you'll be like this forever and never be happy.
Huh? What?
She's been like this for a while now.
No! It's all my fault! Wah!
Sweetie pie.
Bat and Acro, they're never coming back! Now everyone's gonna split up! Regina? Mr. Wright, tell me something.
What do you want to know, Regina?
Acro said something right at the end.
I just couldn't up and leave yet.
Does that mean that Acro... Is he gonna try to get his revenge on me?
I don't think so. He's not gonna do that to you, Regina.
Are you sure? You're really sure? I can't believe that. Or I can believe that?
Yep. Acro doesn't have any desire for revenge anymore.
If that's true, then I want to see some evidence.
Huh?
I want to know you're not just making stuff up about Acro not wanting revenge.
Fuck. What's the evidence here? I'm so bad at these parts. We know Acro doesn't want to get revenge because her dad died? I mean, isn't that like enough revenge? I almost want to show the crime scene photo, but that almost seems like insensitive because it's her dead dad. Fuck, I don't know. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to look this one up. You only get one shot at this one. What do you want to see, Regina? Let's make sure that we we give her what she wants here. Oh, okay. It's just Bat's profile. Okay. Acro didn't want to get caught. Acro didn't want to get caught for a reason. He wanted to see his brother open his eyes again.
Bat! That's right, Regina. He's still alive, you know. I never knew. But now that Acro's been caught... Uh-huh. I know. What? I'll do it. I'll stay next to Bat as long as it takes. Until he opens his eyes. And then until we can meet Acro again.
That's so sweet of you, Regina.
I'm sorry, Acro. I'm sorry, Bat.
Well, hopefully this is enough to give her a little peace of mind.
Hey, Max.
What is it, Mo?
We really put you through a lot, didn't we, buddy? I'm sorry about what happened. So whenever you like to leave us, I'll pay your fee and rip up the contract.
I understand. What a fabulous thing to do for me. I might even leave tomorrow. What's going to happen to the circus now?
And that's the big question. Our ringmaster was really an amazing person, wasn't he?
Huh?
Even though he's not here anymore, everyone is sticking together. The staff, the performers, no one wants to leave the circus. And that's why I've made a decision.
What is it?
I've decided that I will take over as the new ringmaster. And I'll turn the circus into the best circus this world has ever seen.
The best circus in the world has ever seen?
Don't laugh!
That's quite the goal.
Yay! I can't wait!
Then I guess that changes things.
Huh?
There's only one thing the best circus in the world has ever seen needs. The world's best illusions. Which means this circus needs the best magician the world has ever seen.
Max,
Let's work together and make our circus super fabulous. What do you say, big guy?
I don't know what to say. All I can say is thank you.
Regina, you're gonna help them out too, aren't you?
I don't know. Maybe the circus would be better off without me.
What are you talking about, Regina? Why do you think that I brought you to court today? We've got to work together to make the the Berry Big Circus bigger than it's ever been.
Mo.
Mo's right, sweetie pie. I can't be the Big Circus without Regina Berry.
Max. Nick.
It seems like everything is going to turn out all right here.
I can't wait to see the best circus in the world has ever seen.
Or, I can't wait to see the best circus the world has ever seen. I keep wanting to phrase it a different way. We'll save the most fabulous seats. Or we'll save you the most fabulous seats.
It'll take a while to get ready, but I'm gonna order special whoopee cushion seats. No!
Oh, where's this music coming from? I see. What made the case?
Yesterday's surprise raid. It really paid off, just like you said it would, sir. You had it all figured out, didn't you?
It was just a theory. If Acro really was the killer, I thought this was the only way it could end. Especially if he was the defense attorney. Ooh, who do we think this is, guys?
You mean Mr. Wright?
Edgy boy? Of course. Well, detective, my plane is about to leave. As for Mr. Acro's case, you need not worry. I plan to personally stop by the chief prosecutor's office as soon as I get back. Oh my god, look who it is.
Understood, sir. And I'll be waiting for you, Mr. Edgeworth.
Oh, fuck yeah, Edgy's back! He's back, baby! Hey, Crispy, what's up? What did I miss? You missed the ending. This is a great case, in my opinion. Yeah, it was great. There's a little bit of a weirdness thing that happened at one point that, one of those frustrating moments. But other than that, I think it was a really good one, for sure. I agree. I'm thinking we should probably just go ahead and end before we start the next case, because we're not going to get very far into it. We only have 30 minutes to maybe an hour, and I feel like I'd rather just save it for next week. So I think I'm going to go ahead and end the stream right around here. I think that's probably going to be the best case scenario, because I think it'll just be so nice to start the case at the beginning, you know what I mean, of the stream. Certainly be nice for me. So yeah, Crispy, where were you last? You understood what was going on. Where were you? I can go ahead and give you the recap. I can let you know what happened. You just let me know where we need to start. Sounds good. I got to prepare for my stream. You streaming tonight, Papa? It is Thursday, right? You're Tuesday, Thursday now. If you want, we can just chill out for a little bit and raid into you if you like. Yes, indeed. Nice. When do you think you'll start? Are you starting at 9? Because if you're starting that late, then I guess I'll probably just raid out to somebody else. But if I can stall for you, brother, we can do that. We can make that happen. We can work together to make that shit happen. Yeah, Crispy, if you just let me know where you were at, then we can get you a little recap. Whenever I commented last, I think you were talking about who put the cape on the bus. Okay, that's where we're at. Okay, cool. So let's see. So let me rewind my head a little bit. So yeah, what we were trying to say there was that Acro had taken the. You know what? Let me just tell you what the actual case was instead of giving you the case, the play-by-play of like how the case went. I'll just tell you what happened. So what happened was 6 months ago. There was an accident where Regina was trying to play a little prank on Bat, Acro's brother, and she put pepper on a scarf that she gave to Bat because she was just trying to make Bat sneeze because Bat used to do that to her all the time. He used to like put pepper on her to make her sneeze. So at least she did it when he did it one time. So she did that to try to play a prank on him, but then he wanted to put his head in the lion's mouth, and when he went to do so, the pepper from the scarf made the lion sneeze, which made him bite down. And that is what caused Bat's injury, so it sent Bat to the hospital, and he was unconscious. He's in a coma. So because that happened, Acro, his older brother, was really mad, obviously, and basically considered his brother dead. So he devised his plan to kill Regina. So he, on the night of the murder, the day of the murder, he had a ransom note or whatever, like a murder message saying like, "Hey, murder, I know who, I have evidence that I know you murdered someone, and be here at the plaza or whatever at 10 p.m." And he put that note in Regina's pocket that morning. Regina, being an airhead that she is, she found the note in her pocket and decided that it wasn't meant for her. She didn't know who it was for, so she just went ahead and pinned it on the cafeteria bulletin board. Then her father saw that and thought, "Oh, it's talking about me." And it doesn't really explain what the ringmaster would have thought. Either he's being called a murderer for killing the lion, or he's being called a murderer because Bat is in a coma. Either way, the ringmaster thought it was talking about him, so he went ahead and ripped that message down. And then later that night at 10 p.m., he went ahead and went out there to the plaza. Now, since the note was intended for Regina, Acro thought Regina was the one that was down there. So Acro had placed a wooden crate or whatever, or he had it placed, a wooden crate that had just a bottle of pepper in it to symbolize the thing that essentially caused the lion to close his mouth and then kill him, or basically kill Bat. So, but he placed that down there just so he would know, he would be able to hear when someone went to go pick it up. And so then he would drop the bust of Max down there on a rope, kill the person, and then hoist it back up really fast. So he thought it was going to be Regina down there. So he ended up hearing someone pull it up, threw the bust down, ended up being the ringmaster. So the bus hit the ringmaster in the head, killing him, and then the cloak somehow, flew up off of his shoulders because of the speed of the gesture, I assume, and then the cloak hung onto the bust, thus making the bust look like a full body of Maximum Galactica. So then he pulls it up really fast and has the bust with him. He decides to burn the cape and get rid of the ashes in the trash, but then he has the bus still, and so he has to hide the bus somehow, and the only place that he could really hide it is underneath his wheelchair. So he stashes it under his wheelchair, and then he ends up getting searched by Von Karma, but they don't find it because it's under his wheelchair, and they don't check there. But yeah, that's pretty much what happened, is that he accidentally killed the ringmaster because he was trying to get revenge against Regina. Once it all came out, he feels like he acknowledges that Regina wasn't trying to kill Bat, and that he's a murderer, and kind of accepts the charges and everything because he didn't mean to kill the ringmaster. He loves the ringmaster, and so yeah, he was trying to kill Regina the whole time. So there you go. That's what happened. I'll hang out until Papa Ray. There you go. That's up to you. Yeah, give me a second. Okay, yeah, we can chill out. Wait for the old Papa Wolf streamo. We can get a preview of next time. Let's watch the intro for the next case, shall we? Oh, by the way, thanks everybody for coming to hang out tonight. I appreciate you guys being here. Looks like we got quite a few people hanging out. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the case tonight. I thought it was a lot of fun. I freaking love this game. So yeah, let's get a preview for the beginning of the next case. Now, the moment you've all been waiting for. Who will be this year's Grand Prix champion? Who will be our hero of hearts? Or Hearts of Heroes, is that what it was? Papa says I'm live. All right, after this, we will jump on in there. Oh, look, we got like this ninja dude. It's kind of cool looking. Or maybe Captain Sapien, all the way from the lovely tropical place. I see the students of the certain starry something is here. The global hero, Okuyakuapon. Also, fuck, I can't read all that. We hope Lady Luck is with all the heroes tonight. And now, the winner of the 3rd annual Hero of Heroes Grand Prix is me. So cut the moon in half. What the fuck? It's the Steel Samurai! Whoa, the true hero has appeared! It looks like this year's Grand Prix goes to the fantastic warrior, the Nickel Samurai. So he's not steel, he's nickel. Too bad, Jammin' Ninja. Looks like the title eluded you again this year. Interesting. Another Steel Samurai related type of deal. That's kind of funny. So it's like a sequel to the Steel Samurai one, the Nickel Samurai. I think that's pretty cool. All right, cool. That's a little, little teaser right there for next time. We'll pop on over here. That was a weird transition. We're okay, though. All right. Well, yeah, thanks, everybody, for being here. We're going to raid over to Papa Wolf. So if you guys want to stick around for that, I really appreciate you guys. He's another member of Strange Planet. So I think you guys will really love him. Hey, Cody, you're still here? What's up, Cody? Hell yeah, man. How's your night been, man? Thanks for sticking around, dude. Hopefully you've enjoyed my goofy voices in this silly game. Let me see here. Just so everybody knows, we do have a community night coming up. I like to plug that. We are playing some Jackbox games in the Discord January 22nd. You can find the Discord and the event all from the link I'm going to post right now. There we go. That link right there will take you to the Discord, and it'll specifically take you to the link, or I mean the event. It should link you to the event, and then from there, if you want, you can hit interested to let us know that you intend to try to make it to community night come the 22nd. So I'd really appreciate it if you guys did that. Also, we do have a new episode of the podcast coming out. It is scheduled to come out tomorrow at noon. So there's the YouTube channel link if you guys want to check out the podcast. I really encourage you to do so. It's a fun little podcast. They usually run about an hour and a half, probably about an hour and a half on average. So yeah, it's just a little piece of content that us Strange Planet boys put together for you guys. So we hope you enjoy it. Great stream as always, especially on Domm right days. Aw, thank you, Stella. I appreciate that. I sure had a lot of fun. And it was so much fun coming up with all the theories and stuff. I miss Hoodie. Hoodie wasn't here tonight, but I'm sure Hoodie will probably come see the VOD or whatever. Hoodie, if you see this, we missed you tonight, but we still love you, buddy. But I just wanted Hoodie because Hoodie was right. He was right about the acro thing, at least. So Hoodie's going to be the one getting a free Streamloots pack for guessing who the murderer was. Hoodie's really good at this game, I gotta say. Any other plugs I need to plug? Oh yeah, and don't forget, guys, that this the 31st of January, I should say, it's a Monday. I will not be streaming because I will be on a another channel that night. So I'll be over at Team Sanity. Let me go ahead and give them a little shout out real quick. I'm being interviewed by Team Sanity. This Team Sanity TTV. They are doing a streamer showcase. They do it every Monday, by the way, if you guys ever want to check it out, where they invite a streamer on, they interview the streamer and play games with that streamer. And so yeah, so I've been asked to come on to their stream, so that's where I'll be on Monday the 31st of this month. So if you guys want to come there and hang out, I really appreciate it. I will be hosting it, so if you just show up to my channel, you should end up seeing me on screen. But if you want to interact and talk with me, you'll have to come over to the Team Sanity chat, because I'm going to be focusing on that one that night, so I can get to know their community, and hopefully you guys will come over and talk with us so that you guys can get to know their community as well. They're a group of great streamers, guys, so I think you'll like them. You thought I was crazy for suggesting acro? That's not... When did I say that, Kim? I thought you were crazy for suggesting acro? When did I do that? I don't remember that. All I remember is you were saying that acro, you were saying a joke about acro's walking on his hands. That's all I remember. I don't remember ever thinking you were crazy for that, Kim. Unless you're talking about last week and I just don't remember, but certainly today I don't have a single memory of thinking you were crazy for that. Anyways, guys, we're gonna go and raid over to Papa Wolf.
Doesn't look like he's coming up on my list yet. Give me a second. We might have to stall a little bit longer, guys. Or I can just force it. I don't have to use this tool. I just thought about that. When I said he was angry he killed the lion, even though that wasn't the reason he killed the ringmaster, since he wanted to kill Regina. Right. I didn't think you were crazy for that. I think you're getting mixed up, Kim, with what I was disagreeing with. What I was trying to say is that he wasn't mad about the lion, because he wasn't. I still agree with what I was trying to say there, because it wasn't the lion, it was his brother. And that's what I was trying to say then, Kim. I didn't think you were crazy for accusing Acro, but you were saying that Acro was mad because the lion was killed, but it wasn't. It was because the lion killed his brother, and he held her responsible for it. That's what I was trying to say. I did not think you were crazy at all if you were trying to accuse Acro. That's all I'm talking about, Kim. So I think we agreed, but we just had slightly different reasons for for agreeing about Acro. But yeah, never for a moment did I ever think that you were crazy, Kim. Just straighten that out for you. I was just trying to help you understand the specifics of the situation, because that's not where the motivation was coming from. All right, here's Papa. He's on the list now, starting up that raid, guys. Let me put that raid message out there for you guys. In case you guys want to spam that in the chat. I'm going to copy that for myself. I'm going to spam it in this chat. My wild accusations. It wasn't that wild. I think you just got confused. I mean, because then you were talking about how it was a tiger, not a lion. Remember that? And then I should help straighten you out that there is a tiger and a lion or whatever. You know, it's a lot of stuff to keep straight. That's all. I'm just glad that, we're talking about it. So I hope that you're not discouraged in talking about it, Kim, because I, by no means wanted to dissuade you from giving me your thoughts and stuff. So I apologize if I said anything that came off as rude or just rough or whatever. I did not mean that at all. I was just trying to clarify, and I may have just chosen the wrong words. So I apologize for that. But all right, guys, we are going to go ahead and raid into Papa. So you guys tell him hi for me. And I guess, hold up. I forgot to say the schedule for the week. There's only one more day. We got The Witcher tomorrow. So hopefully if you guys want to come check out the getting towards the end of the DLC of Blood and Wine, come over and check out The Witcher tomorrow. But yeah, until I see you guys again, stay happy, stay healthy. I love you all, and we'll see you tomorrow for some The Witcher. But right on. No, man, nothing's wrong. I'm cool. Okay, thank you, Kim. I appreciate you for saying that. I always worry about that stuff a little bit. All right, right on, guys. Bye. And stop and stream.